Hi everyone, welcome back. We are breakfasted and ready to continue with new special guest Mike Woods.
Hello,
Mike. Excellent.
Welcome, fellow traveler.
Hello. Mike, tell us about your character.
I'm Quint Rapscallion, and joining the Quint's Quartet. I'm a fighter thief, and I have a very intelligent sword that I haven't met yet. I don't believe.
Excellent. I will tell you a bit about that sword.
One of these intelligent sword types. I've seen it before. No good comes of it. No good comes of it.
Don't you worry.
Hear you me.
Looking for a quick check-in from anybody watching the stream. Just make sure the audio is coming through okay. We're not being echoey or anything weird. Please let us know. Appreciate that. Excellent. Quint, you have a sword that you've recently recovered on an adventure. Very recently. You know that it is called Vaden's Whisper. As you draw forth the blade, you can feel its weight settle not just in your hand, but in your mind as well. Beautifully wrought. A nearly faded inscription in some archaic tongue seems to shift when viewed from the corner of your eye. You've heard no voice, no whisper, and yet there is a presence. When held, you occasionally experience odd flashes, fragmented visions, perhaps memories not your own. A high tower beneath a stormlit sky, a cloaked figure watching motionless as a procession of pale robed priests vanish into fog. You sense something locked behind many layers of silence.
It's a sort of PTSD.
When you wield it in combat, it never hums or glows. Instead, it falls utterly quiet, as if even the air holds its breath around you. Okay, it has, if you want to write this down, it has an intelligence 6 and an ego of 5. And it has the ability, the special ability of clairvoyance.
Ooh.
It has granted you strange instinctive insight, once guiding your gaze to a hidden chamber you might have missed, but it offers nothing freely. When wielded recklessly or in haste, that subtle sense of perception vanishes entirely, replaced with a nagging disorientation, as if you were looking through water.
Weird.
You should just learn a clairvoyance spell. It never complains.
Do we have a clairvoyance spell like that?
No?
Yeah, pull it from one of those decks of cards.
Yeah, not that any of us know.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Well, I'm compelled.
too hard.
I'm compelled to just whisper now. I will never raise my voice again in respect for my sword. Even when I cry out in pain, it'll be ah. I don't know if this is being picked up on the audio, so please let me know if it's not.
Aye, this be the type of hijinks that these intelligent swords get us into. Every time. I do be relieved that we aren't adding a sword that's smarter than me to the party.
So, you can use the clairvoyance up to 3 times a day. You must concentrate for a full minute in order to see.
Okay.
And...
Okay, so we are definitely live on
Great.
the YouTube.
So we also have space at the table for Tanya, who will be joining us at some point. Unclear when, but at some point this afternoon, possibly not till the next session. We'll see. Tanya will join us. So the party has retreated from Skull Mountain in the early evening hours, back down to town, where I say you have taken up residence in the at the Rat and Pig. You've taken a room at the Rat and Pig for the evening.
It'd be the nice one.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed, it's the only one who has rooms. The other one is just a tavern. You could pass out on one of the benches, I suppose. As you awake in the mornings, you find yourselves being roused by your old friend Quint, who's made his way up to your rooms and shaken you awake.
Him. Gently. I shake him awake gently. Good morning.
I don't remember this guy at all.
Oh, it'd be this guy. I don't remember his name.
Quint of the Quint's Quartet. We named 4 of us. Quint.
Not ringing a bell.
I seem to remember there being 3 of us.
That'd be my recollection as well.
A trio.
Well, it can be a 4-person trio. That's fine.
Fine. Yeah. How'd it go?
I'd be having a hard time hearing you, sir.
How'd it go?
I was part of a drumming circle last night, though. So that might have something to do with the ongoing ringing in me ears. It went well, if that's what you're asking.
That's great. You found him?
No,
No, not at all.
we killed a bunch of guys.
Yeah.
So things are looking up in these parts.
We didn't die ourselves.
Have you heard of our exploits previously, sir? Good Sir Quint.
Yes, most of them. You mumble in your sleep. It turns out something about a merlady that you were was flirting with you in your dreams. Wanted to go take a swim.
It'd be very common, sir. It'd be very common. It's not unusual at all.
This time it was a kraken, I think.
It were. But this time, these salacious watery tarts are always coming after me Lucky Charms. If you get me drift, Sir Quint.
As long as you don't get too soggy in the bowl, I hope.
Oh no, never that. Never that. That got weird.
Yeah, I've got to get out of here.
Eat some bugs.
I thought he was Scottish.
It's all a ruse. His actual name is Gerald.
Oh.
I take him more seriously as a dwarf.
I be looting dungeons and appropriating things left and right. I've got no shame about any of it. So will you be joining us, Mr. Quint?
Yes, absolutely. You have my sword. I'm sorry, my voice has changed.
Right, this might be part of it. Remind us what you're good at.
Well,
You cast spells like a wizard, because most of us are wizards.
no.
Well, then what good are you?
I mostly quietly stab things. Sometimes loudly, but then I get a little dizzy.
Oh, this be good. This be good. Have you picked your feet, sir?
No.
You should remind us about which of the specialty feats you've taken as a fighter of 4th or higher level. It's a feat sommelier.
Let me get back to you.
Okay, this be good. This be good.
I could just double down on the sword.
Yeah.
I don't think strength's going to give me. It would push me over into a +1, but I don't know if that's. Not tracking. Rapid strike is always good. Also,
Okay, rapid strike is always good.
And remember that you also have sweep attack, so if you get in a fight with first level things, you're going to get...
Is that just a freebie?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What is your feat then?
Yeah, I'd assume that was your feat.
Me feat me weapon specialization. I've specialized in me family axe
Ah.
for lo these many decades. I can fight with this axe beyond any other fighter of me level.
Now I wonder if that's actually your family axe, though.
What else would it be?
I don't know, just one you found in a dungeon somewhere and you picked it up and
Shut your dirty mouth!
My family's axe.
Shut your
had
dirty...
it for whatever centuries.
Well, maybe it's the family axe now.
That's
All he's got to do is have a child and give it the
just pass
axe,
it
and now
down.
it's the
That's a
family
good
axe,
point.
you know?
Shut your filthy mouths, both of you!
I was trying to be helpful.
Yeah, like you got it,
I know you were,
you
but
got in the same amount of trouble for suggesting he have a child.
Perhaps
Why
there's some scaly water living maiden who will bear you a
Yeah.
freakish dwarf fish hybrid.
That's one of the worst things I've ever heard. I can't wait to see that.
Sir Quint, I'm glad you're joining us to give me a distraction from these foul compatriots that I'm always hanging about with.
Quint, I need some stats from you. Are you human?
Human, yes.
What are your classes and levels?
5 fighter, 5 thief.
What is your armor class?
I'm trying to decide if I'm doing 2-weapon fighting or not on it. Because that would give me more AC. But, if I die, I can't attack. That's always a good reason to take more AC. If I kill them, then they can't attack me.
It'd be the constant dilemma for us types.
Is the extra attack is the penalty on both attacks or just the extra attack?
Should be both as we're looking at our feat list.
Or an extra attack at minus?
You're looking at 2-weapon fighting.
Yeah.
Only the extra. Only
I
the
don't
Maybe I'm
remember
sure.
why I wrote this here.
Alright, I'm going to take 2-weapon fighting.
What was it
So
in reference to?
by
just
default,
says
Paul,
plus
I'm going to
6.
be using an offhand
Clearly
weapon as the
Calculated
AC
something.
bonus.
I don't know
Okay.
what.
So my AC will be that allows me to
It might
drop
have
the
been we
shield.
were saving for.
I think it.
So my
we were
AC
saving against
will
the
be
rocks.
4 or 6.
Oh. But you
4 in melee when I'm using 2-weapon fighting. Yeah, 6
Nice.
otherwise.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Excellent.
Good choice.
So that I can drop the shield.
I'm gonna erase it and assume that whatever it is, we'll figure it out again later.
All right.
Now, one question that I might pose to the group is how should we get our hit points? How should we get our health back? And our two options.
Oh, you were wounded?
We were
Yeah.
wounded, with some of us fell into 20-foot pits.
Mm-hmm.
You weren't there. You didn't hear that exploit. You didn't hear about that part of the exploit.
Yeah.
Ouch!
Indeed.
So you measured it?
Obviously.
Or is that an estimate?
As an expert dungeoneer, you're able to eyeball these things with your good eye.
We knew how long the rope was. So.
Don't tell them the secrets. Don't tell them the tricks.
Sorry.
So, should we make use of our magical healing potion at this time, or should we merely rest up with the natural healing in your body and torso? I would recommend saving the healing for later.
Yeah,
and just,
I
We
am
never
down
did.
14 points, so
yes,
the healing potion might not help that much.
correct. And it would perhaps be better to save it for some more emergency basis.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we'll be telling whoever runs this part of the cosmos that we'll be sitting around healing up until we're all healed up, which will probably take several days.
Does that make it less likely for us to get the bonus?
Yes. Absolutely.
Uh-oh.
Well, then. Alrighty. Does that sound like... So what's the consensus then? Are we going for the bonus with less health to our name, or are we...
You should have you do have a jug of healing
With how much?
Yes. What's
6 doses.
Yeah.
Also, possibly that you could seek some assistance from Father Dobrin.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great.
Oh, let's do that.
Yeah.
You head over to the Temple of St. Garth,
Yes.
where you are met by Father Dobrin. Oh, my friends, I've heard that you came in quite late last night, and you're wounded. Tell me what happened. Have you found Aiden?
We know.
We did stop him probably getting sacrificed, though.
We were creeping towards the sacrifice, and they heard us, so we busted it up, and we slew those who were seeking to slay good Master Aiden.
That's good. What is your plan, though? If you don't, have you seen him? Have you seen Aiden? Do you know where he is? Have you used magic to locate him?
We could have. Maybe we did. It's definitely something we would have been able to do.
I recommended you to Master Gruber, but by the very powerful magics I detected on your persons, I thought you would be well equipped to go quickly extricate the poor young lad from whatever terrors he's encountered.
We have good news for you, Father, and that is that we have exterminated the foul drumming that has been befouling your sleep. So that was our first step on our master plan: is get rid of the foul drumming, and we have evidence. If you doubt us, and Mr. Venmar, show him the skins.
Well, Mr. Bug-Eater has the skins in the
Mr. Bug-Eater, show him the skins! Somebody show him the skins!
Okay, it's just actually, I think the beater's better. I got the drum beater, and I'll just start beating some stuff around here. Flap, 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 slap. Listen to the noise this brought out. Look, it's great. Bong, bong, bong. You can hit anything with this, and it's a drum.
But perhaps you should find Aiden?
We found where he probably is. But we now suspect that he may be cut more levels deep than we had originally thought.
Oh dear!
But fear not, I have joined, and I'm an expert scout, and I can stab anyone that's trying to sacrifice him. I think.
Excellent. Are you? Do you have some laryngitis? Are you well?
I don't know.
He's in love with his new sword.
Oh dear!
Look at the combo. It's fine.
Oh, you must go and rescue him post haste, because I've been reading more of the ancient writings of St. Garth and the horrible cult that he eradicated many hundreds of years ago from this area.
Well, it looks like he didn't really finish the job.
Well, indeed, if they are back, then I very much fear for young Aiden's life.
Well, our friends.
That seems correct. You should fear for his life.
Our friends are wounded. Can we call upon the blessings of Garth?
Yes, of course. Come back to the shrine. And he leads you into a back room of the temple, and there's a big shrine to Saint Garth where there's actually a 4-foot tall statue of Saint Garth himself in long robes, and you can see he's gently weeping. You may gather the tears of Saint Garth if you have a vessel. They have healing properties.
Oh, that's so lame. Oh,
when the congregation of Good Earth gets together for our weekly worships, I'm able to summon forth the power of the Good Earth to perform even more powerful restorative magics. The next one will be in not for another 2 days, I'm afraid, but all the people from the surrounding land gather forth to worship Saint Garth, and in those moments, I'm infused with the power of the Good Earth. So I can feel, but none of you have lost any limbs. I mean, you look wounded, but surely the tears.
I'm gonna go and lick the tears off the face.
So you can see gently dripping little tears from the statue, and you feel like if you and there's a little basin at the bottom that has collected some of the tears, and you figure probably you could maybe refill your jug from that.
Got it. And there's no privy or bathroom that's on a second floor, an adjacent wall up there. No.
You need the call of nature.
Okay, just making sure that the tears are tears. From
of course.
Oh, they're not. No, I'm definitely not pee. I would know.
So the tears of Saint Garth gently drip into this basin. So
not sweat either.
Right now, there's enough is gathered in the basin for you to refill your jug once. And at the rate that they're dripping, you suspect it would take a good day for the basin to refill.
Probably not liquid diarrhea.
What be wrong with ye, man?
I'm telling you what it isn't.
Excuse?
I'm trying
What
to
be
test
wrong
it
with
out.
ye?
Nobody thought that.
Ah,
Well, you were wrong not to think it because any liquid could be anything until you test it.
your whole personality is the foul like haggis.
Haggis is a delicious national dish.
Well, you know what? You're right. Actually, you're right about that. I'm coming around to your.
Even less likely that he's really Scottish.
Let's see a good argument.
So it sounds like we can at least use one charge off of the jug.
Like I said, so there's 6 doses in the jug right now.
Okay.
And you probably have another 6 in this basin. Right?
Got it.
Got it.
So somebody could drink like 3 of them right now if they needed to.
Yes. Great.
I didn't really take that. I mean, I could drink one, but I didn't really take that much damage. So
Who is actually wounded amongst you? Okay.
All of us.
Yeah.
All of you. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Him. Not these 2.
Like all Nazi.
no, I did take a hit.
Oh, you did?
So I will start
Oh,
drinking
that's
from it.
seven.
Okay, so I dunk my head and I just take 2 doses right now.
56 plus 2.
So I've got 9. I get 9 back. And I could take another dose if nobody minds.
Do it.
I'm doing it. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. So I am almost up to full with that.
Great.
Was that 3?
Yes, I took 3 doses.
Okay, you should take the.
Yeah.
You should start next.
You want to put on the mini cam?
So that's, is it 4?
Yeah, plus 1.
4. Oh my god. 6.
Good start.
I had to take the 3rd one.
Yeah, do it.
Oh my god.
Well,
So, not great. There, so I'm at 19 now.
great.
But then we have a full jug.
We do.
Okay. Do you want me to carry the jug?
Yes, please. If you can.
How much does it weigh?
6 pounds.
It's fine. I'm already so over encumbered. It's not really. It's not going to shift it.
Yeah, you were mumbling in your sleep about charging uphill in the dark while they were shooting arrows at you. That sounds terrifying. I'm glad you're okay at all.
We were hidden in the dark though, so they were taking random shots that were almost impossible unless they were perfectly aimed by total accident,
Yeah.
which happened merely once.
I don't know. We must have been over 300 yards away somehow.
Me understanding be that the higher altitude of them shooting out of the eye sockets gave them additional
I see.
distance is what I'd be informed of this very morning. This very morning when I think more carefully about the geometry of the shots involved.
That checks out.
There may or may not have been discussion about that in my own head.
So we ready to go? You guys feel better? How far is it?
It's quite a hike.
Yeah.
To get ready for that. Is there anybody else we need to talk to? Be there anyone else we need to talk to in town before we take off?
I don't think
so.
All right. We hoist up our gear and we once again sally forth into the vile, dangerous underground world that there be under Skull Mountain.
Excellent. You
And we're just
travel
saying
back
this all
up the
with a
path
priest
you went
here, yeah.
the last night. By the light of day, it seems much more calm. The birds are chirping. As you reach the rocky slope that leads to the skull, you can see the abandoned barrel still sitting there, but there are no people about. And I'm assuming again you stop at the tree line. Peer up and consider your approach. Again, you're about 300 feet from the skull. You look nervously to the eye sockets. You see no light or smoke. Everything seems calm and quiet.
We're not being shot at.
Correct. Well, you haven't left the tree line yet.
So maybe we should send.
Sorry, what were the names real quick? It was
Eragast.
Aragast the Bug Eater, yep. Scotty, and then
Fenmar.
So maybe Fenmar could go up with the Elven Cloak and Boots and just go all the way up this time and see if they've re-manned the eye sockets. It's a long way to go.
I'll go with you.
I mean, once we get in, then they can't be firing at us from there. So perhaps we could
That's true.
just move
lower before anybody knows that we're there.
Inches are 5 feet.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, clairvoyance was like 30-foot range. Is that right?
Yeah.
All right, well, let's just go for it then.
If it be appropriate, we go into the mouth and then we find the stairs down to the. Now, be aware that the second level be a mazy labyrinth of traps and pits and individual archers shooting around from corners at your back. And if someone runs off, they'd be seeking to lure you into yet another trap or dead end. And this be how we fell into a pit and became so damaged that we had to drink of liquids that was potentially urine.
It wasn't. I told you. That's why I checked.
Oh, I am convinced now.
Okay. You cautiously or quickly run up the slope, or just walk? I mean, what's your approach like?
We just walk.
Okay. You calmly walk up the slope towards. You reach the barrel. No shots are fired at you. You see no signs of people, but you can certainly see the signs of the scuffle from the night before. You reach the cave entrance and the big, huge, again 30-foot wide, 10-foot tall, gaping mouth entry of the skull, with large boulders set up to represent the teeth of the skull, with about 3-foot gap in between each tooth. You manage to squeeze by and see no one stirring within the cave entrance itself.
This be a good sign. Now, watch when we get to the back of the cave that there be a murder hole overhead that might cast down some sort of vile substance on your head, so be aware of that. Or maybe not. They might be gone now. Hopefully they are. We did kill them all, so there's that.
You proceed down the tunnel. You watch the murder hole carefully. Does not get in your way, but as you approach the entrance into the first chamber, you can see the statue has been moved and sits right in front of the open, the hallway, the opening from the hall into the room.
Is it blocking the?
It is quite blocking the way in.
Does it look like we could squeeze around it at all?
Maybe someone very very live could do so, but certainly no one in heavy armor.
We inspect it for traps. Like, if we move it, is something going to fall down on our head? Because it seems to be in their general idiom.
You search it over and you don't see any signs of traps, though you can see scrape marks along the floor where it looks like it has been shoved.
I'm going to immediately start concentrating with clairvoyance and taking a look at the other side there while they're figuring out what to do. So I'm not wasting any time. And just
now we're talking.
Great. The air grows still and quiet, eerily so, as Quint concentrates on the magic of Vaden's whisper.
Finally, some peace and quiet.
Where are you concentrating on?
Past the statue. I guess
Okay.
like the room past there, and just seeing if there's anyone lying in wait. I ask it like, what, as I'm concentrating, like what should I be looking for? Is it a big room? Is it a small room?
Again, you feel just this presence, but no communication. But you can see the room beyond. The remnants of 4 kettle drums that have been just decimated and ripped to shreds. The double doors beyond. One of the double doors is slightly ajar.
We destroy the shit.
Roll me D20, please.
11.
Okay. You can see that it so it starts to grow dark. Again, it's light outside, but some sunlight leaks in from the cave entrance, but that's well behind you. You see no signs of light in this room itself. The torches to either side of the double doors that were lit last night are now extinguished.
All right, so I just whisper, it's dark. There's a door partially ajar, but no movement. Heave to.
Oh, thanks, the sword. That's exactly what I would have guessed. So really helpful there.
Be that door chopped apart partly?
It
looked solid. It just looked like one of the doors. Oh wait, did you smash it down last night? I did smash it down.
I stuck my head through.
Sorry, forgot about that. That's right. You stuck your head through. Sorry. No, the doors have been obliterated.
Okay.
Smashed to pieces.
All right.
That be why we destroy as many things as possible as we proceed, so there's less resources for the people left. And to be clear, is so there were two chambers as you came in, right? You come past the murder hole, and then with the room with the statue, and then the drum room.
Yeah.
The statue is at the back end of the statue room or the front?
The front end. So
okay.
So kind of blocking you from entering the first room.
So to be clear, he's scanned two rooms.
He told me he was scanning the room with the. I thought you were scanning the room with the drums, but you can scan the room also with but you can kind of clearly see that room from where you're standing right now. You can around the sides of the statue, and it basically looks empty with scrape marks on the floor from where the statue was moved.
Good. So not that any of us thought the statue moved itself, but glad to see those scrape marks on the ground.
So I'm gonna. Do you have the strength spell?
No, I didn't take it this time.
Well, I'd be pushing the statue back to be up here.
Okay, great.
Passage.
And so you're not hugely strong today, but it just hurt Max's regular strong.
Just regular strong.
Roll me a d6 plus your strength modifier, please.
5.
Okay, you heave and it scrapes and groans and makes a horrible scratching, shifting noise, and Scotty has to really and it scrapes and pushes back just far enough that maybe he can squeeze through.
Okay, all right.
You can keep heaving on it if you want, but definitely you feel like it's very noisy and it's very difficult. It's a very heavy statue.
I'm going to keep heaving on it.
Okay, roll me another d6.
Also 5.
Okay, and you keep pushing it back, and it's gone about halfway back towards where it originally started. But now it's definitely the doorway's clear.
Okay, I like that. And nothing falls on us, or we get attacked or anything.
Correct.
All right, so I do fear that there may possibly be an ambush set up here, and that this is to alert them when we come through. Perhaps
I'm continuing to concentrate, and it's lasts for 6 turns, I believe.
Yeah.
So I'm continuing to kind of have, focus.
Which is just 6 minutes. A turn is 1 minute.
Yep.
Okay, great.
Yeah. So perhaps we should go into the drum room so that you can focus past the doors down the stairs.
Yeah. So concentration. Can I move while I'm concentrating?
Yeah, slowly.
I can walk. I can talk, and I can talk and move, but basically nothing else, right?
Yep.
Okay. So I'll just do that. I think that's the best use of this right now. So, I'm just watching. I'll let you know. Just keep your ears peaked because I'm probably going to whisper it.
Okay. Anything in particular you are concentrating on as you're trying to see
I'm just kind of like, if we're in this room and there's a passageway to the next room, is that right?
Yeah.
Then I'm concentrating on is anyone behind the corners waiting in ambush there is the first thing I'm doing.
It gets quite dark back there. Again, there's no light source. And I don't know if you missed this, but we were playing, there's no dark vision in this game.
Excellent. I'm excited about that. Terrified.
What do you do? Okay, so you're concentrating. Yeah, so it's just very dark. It's hard to see anything in there.
I'm just I'm just ready to shout out if I see any movement at all. Do we have a lantern now? Are we doing that, or are we going in dark?
Oh yeah, I'll light the lantern.
Excellent.
Sorry.
Aragast lights up his lantern. Where are you standing right now, Aragast? What room are you in? Has everybody squeezed past the statue yet?
Yeah, I'll squeeze.
Is that what we did? Okay.
So you can assume you're in the statue room, kind of where the statue used to be.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put my hood up. Also.
Wait, roll me a d20, please.
I'm sorry. That was a 2. So. Yeah, it was a 2.
Okay, yeah. Great.
Sorry, I'll try to roll on that. Yeah.
Okay. What do you do? Who's in front? Who's doing something?
I think I'm continuing to walk forward, I guess, while concentrating. Okay. And if someone tells me to stop, I'll stop.
You walk into the room in amongst the drums, and the remains of the drums lying scattered about the floor. Yeah. You can see the ruins of the double doors in front of you.
Okay, so I'm going to concentrate past those double doors now.
Okay, you can see now the light of the lantern just spilling into this passageway with a set of stairs descending in a downward arc to the right.
Okay.
You don't see any people in there.
All right, so I guess we'll be going down the stairs.
Yeah.
And
Is Quint leading the way, kind of with sword drawn, concentrating?
No, I'm gonna go behind.
Okay.
Behind Scotty, definitely.
I'll be going first with him second, and the lantern third, and
You step through the doorway.
Yeah.
Will you roll me a save versus paralysis, please?
get it. Is it magical?
No.
All right. So I'm adding a total of 9 here. Your roll will be 18. 19, actually. 19.
You're looking for 20. Okay, so Scotty suddenly shouts out in pain, "Ow!" You take 1 point of damage as you trod upon a caltrip.
There we go.
Oh, those things.
I be the one warning about caltrips this very prior evening, and look at me. It's like one of these metal caltrips has bit me right through my own steel boots.
Well, it's until
What a foul thing. So now we be looking more carefully down the stairs for more caltrips.
Excellent. You can see that there's a big pile of them spilled in the on the floor right on the other side of the doors. Where you just stepped.
Can I just take the 10-foot pole and push them aside?
Yeah.
Okay.
You being careful, you can kind of sweep them up to the side to not step on them.
Very good. And the clairvoyance didn't help to see that.
That's what he was rolling the 20s for.
Got it.
To see if he spotted those. Because they're small, and there was not a lot of light for them to glint over them.
movement.
You know, better than a 2 would have helped.
All right. We be going down the stairs looking for caltrip type things.
Okay. You walk slowly down the steps, carefully eyeing the floor for any glint of metal. You see none. You reach eventually the bottom of the staircase. You can see before you there's the landing, an open passageway to the right, and then 10 feet forward from that, an open passage to the left.
So I believe we went to the right last time. Is that what happened?
Actually, can't remember.
I will remind you, yes, as you came down the steps, there was someone standing here at the landing, and they ran off to the right.
Yeah, okay. So thank you for that.
Okay.
Thank you for that.
Okay, I thought there was another thing that we just didn't go down. Great.
So, do you want to keep searching the way that we were last night, or do you want to go this other way to the left?
We could see if that one direction hooks up with the other one.
Thank you. I like that. We go right.
But I'm going to continue to tap the floor in front of us.
Definitely
Okay.
10 foot.
Yeah.
Slowly, carefully making your way with Eragast out front now, tapping the 10-foot pole, or standing side by side with Scotty.
There you
I'll
go.
stand
That's
side by
the
side,
thing.
Yep, tapping with the pole. Okay, so it goes to the right, goes about 30 feet and turns left, and it goes another 30 feet and tees. I'm never sure whether to count the actual corner, so I apologize if that's if there's language here that makes more sense to you. It goes 20 feet straight, and then there is a corner. And then it goes 20 feet straight, and then there is a T after that.
So let me fix this. So it's coming like this. That way, and then this way.
This is a confusing entrance.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I missed a thing last night, which is screwing me up. You can go left, you can go right. Go right first, then left. Okay, got it. Good. That's it. Okay. All right, so we're at the T, we go left.
Excellent. You go 10 at 20 feet. Your pole taps into a false floor that falls away into a pit.
Okay.
Is that a new one?
Yeah.
And we're going in a different direction than before.
Yeah, we looked
But I
down
thought
this
it
hallway.
was-
but
There's a
we didn't go
crash
down this
as
hallway.
the fake.
So this is before the corner.
Correct, just before the corner.
All right. So if we're going to go this way, we get over this pit here, either by everybody jumping or some other mechanism, none of which I'm really fond of.
It looks about 18 feet deep. You said it was 20.
It be 20 feet, sir. Do not be casting aspersions upon me, good dwarven eye.
Just because you're shorter than us doesn't mean you measure things differently. You know that, right?
I think I do mean exactly that. That'd be exactly my assertion, sir. Your height seems to be giving you the vapors up there.
Do you want me to climb across it, or
Just hop it. I did it last.
I really don't. I really don't want any of us to fall into this. So we've got spikes, right? Do we have spikes?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Let's spike a rope. You climb, and then we'll spike a rope, and then we'll use the rope to get across.
Okay. Thieves goes, right?
Is this a reasonable plan?
Yeah, it's fine. I'm not going to make you roll. There's no danger here.
Okay.
It's rough dug. There's a lot of handholds. You usually climb down, climb back up the other side.
Okay, you take the next one.
As you reach the other side, Quint, and I don't know if is somebody like hammering a spike somewhere at this point.
Yeah, what we're going to hammer one on this side, and then we're going to try to rappel over. Is that okay?
Quint, roll me a d20.
11.
Okay, so you're standing at the opposite end of the pit. The passageway here just hooks to the right, and you just kind of peek over there to the right and see it only goes about 10 feet before it dead ends.
Oh, this is garbage.
So it doesn't meet up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you want me to check it for...
Might as well. Methinks you'll not find one, but I think you should check anyway.
Okay. So I'll before having everyone come over, I'll search for any false passages, doors.
You search the walls and floor around here in the dead end. It just seems like a solid.
Okay,
dead end.
this is good.
Come back.
So wait, are thieves good at climbing? Is that
Yes.
what I heard?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that is much better. I'll just climb down all the holes once they're found.
Yeah,
Great.
excellent.
Because I cannot jump over a hole based
Right.
on my
Yeah.
strength.
Right.
Yeah, I'm at -1.
Right. So thieves are usually good at hiding, being quiet, climbing walls, picking locks,
All right.
removing traps, picking pockets.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Great.
Never comes
That'll
out.
really help this this whole situation.
So you'll be coming back, yes? Over the
Yes.
okay. So keep that in mind. So I bet this here. Okay.
It doesn't mean up.
Yeah,
Apparently.
I bet this is also a dead end. I'm guessing.
What do we think the doors?
Do we ever have a mirror?
I do.
Yes.
Okay. So I would like to lead us away from that pit.
Okay.
All right. Go in the other direction of the T.
Okay.
Configuration.
So you go back to the T intersection,
Mhm.
and then there's a 20-foot straight passage north, and then another T at the opposite end.
So north is
And you have
this
a
way.
vague recollection of racing around to the right on that T and falling into a pit.
Is that pit still open, or has it been?
As you travel to the north and look, that pit is indeed still open.
Okay, great. So we go the left, and there's Ray.
Yep. So it goes 10 feet, and then a turn to the right. Goes 10 feet, and then a turn to the left. Goes 10 feet, and another turn to the left. Am I going too fast?
No.
Okay. And now you can see a very long passageway by your lantern light. You can see 10, 20 feet, and there's an opening to the right. 30, 40 feet, there's an opening to the left. 50, 60 feet, it ends and turns to the right.
So I think about 40 feet ahead of us, there's a left turn.
Yep.
I'd like to go that way.
Okay.
There ought to be an open pit there.
There is an open pit there. Indeed.
Okay. I'd be suggesting that we tie the mirror on the end of the 10-foot pole and look around that corner with the mirror past the pit.
Oh, cool.
And I suspect there might
as
be
you
a dead
recall,
end
on the other side of this pit, it does then immediately turn right, but on the opposite wall of the pit, there's a door.
I agree.
Great.
This be what I expected to see here.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You fix you use some string or whatever you've got on hand, and you fix the mirror to the end of the pole, and you extend the pole across, and you angle it, and it does look like it turns about 10 feet and dead ends on the right.
Great.
Now, me suspicion be that their door not be a real door, but be one of them there false doors that merely be a panel of wood nailed to the wall, and there be nothing past it. So if we struggle past this pit, there might be nothing there. I could be mistaken.
Let's just send one of the thieves who can climb it to go check it out.
Be a good plan. Which of the thieves shall be doing this dastardly deed?
Huh.
I did the last one.
Yeah.
I thought our policy was we swap.
I'll climb down this hole and now climb up the other side now
That'd
that
be
I know that I'm able to.
Okay, you climb down again without. I'm not going to make you roll because it seems that the danger of these pits is the surprise of them falling out, but they're very roughly dug, so it's actually very easy climbing. So you climb down to the bottom, you walk across, and you climb back up at the top. I would make you roll if someone was chasing you, if you were in combat rounds or something.
All
Since
right.
you have plenty of time, we're not going to bother.
Yeah, I
You climb up-
slowly climb down the wall.
Okay, so you're up on the other side. By the way, is your cloak and boots active right now?
Yes.
Okay, so no one can see you.
Yeah.
What do you do on the other side?
See if this is a real door, or just a piece of wood nailed to the wall.
It looks pretty real.
Oh.
You don't see any locking mechanism or anything, just a ring to pull open.
I listen at this door.
Great. Totally silent.
Check for traps.
Yeah, check it for traps.
Should have a +1 to that as a thief, I believe, right?
Great.
You're not a dwarf.
I'm not. I'm an elf.
You don't see anything?
Should I open the door?
That be what we sent you for.
All right, I'm gonna open the door.
Okay. You grab the ring and you pull the door towards you, and as it swings open, you can see that behind it is just a very small closet, if that, and on a tripod in there is a crossbow with a string attached to the back of the door, and as you pull it,
What?
it goes click, tang!
What? I check it for traps.
Yeah, unfortunately, you did not roll well. The crossbow bolt strikes you for 1 point of damage. Barely grazes you.
Sorry.
And then the crossbow goes flying across the pit, and everybody leaps back, and it sticks into the opposite wall.
Well,
This be your own fault for not finding the trap, Mr. Benmar.
Yeah,
Let this be a lesson that you've got to search better next time.
search as well as
I know. Dan knows, but Scotty doesn't.
Sometimes the dice just come up one. Sorry.
There's a song about that. Scotty doesn't know.
Wow.
There should be.
There is indeed a song.
It's for drums only.
From the hit film Euro Trip, if I recall correctly.
Matt Damon sings it.
Yeah. Wow.
I'll show you. At a
Really?
break, I'll show you. Yeah.
Is that a real thing? Okay. Crazy. Right. I'd be glad you ain't more injured than you were. Would have been a tragedy.
Welcome, Lewis, to the stream. It was questioning whether this is Pathfinder. We're playing original edition Dungeons and Dragons, the 1974 original edition with some house rules.
Well, I'm not seeing anything on the social, on the VMix social.
Oh, that's right. That's because I wasn't able to pull it up until after we started streaming.
I'm glad you.
There was no event.
Got it.
Thank you. I'll get that fixed right now. Okay, that should be up.
Great. Amazing. Great. Okay.
Yep. Cool.
Just seeing the chat just now, everybody. Perfect.
Sorry, that wasn't hooked up. Okay. What do you do?
I knock the whole thing over, all upset, and then I go into the closet and search for like any secret things or anything in there.
It seems just big enough to hold a tripod and crossbow.
Well, all right. I search the dead end for any secrets.
Excellent. Searching over the dead end, it appears to be just a
All right.
dead end.
I climb back to everybody else.
So at this point, let me recap that we've now found 3 pits, followed by 3 dead ends around the corner. So when we find a pit, it seems like not a place that they are actually something beyond that they travel to, but merely a dastardly trap for the unaware, which be us so far. But not no more, because now we see the pattern in their devious labyrinth.
So okay, so there's that. So that means right. This is the same as this. Right? Over here.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's say we come back to the last T.
Go back to the last T,
which is just 10 feet above the pit.
Above the west
of the pit, right? And then I think we should go to the south.
Your map is not oriented the same way as mine.
Oh no.
Okay. All right. I mean, do you want to give me the
yeah? We'll just say. Well, okay. So at that T, facing the false door is to the east. To the south is the area where you pulled a tripwire and had rocks fall on you. To the north goes back to the. Does that help?
That seems right.
Yeah, that's exactly what's written.
So we wanted to have south.
Okay, then I'm confused about which. So
we're at the pit.
You're at the pit with the false door to the east.
We're gonna head south.
You're gonna head south,
so if
not north. Okay, because you said T and there's not a T to the south. There's just a turn.
So if I go 10, if we're at the pit and we go 10 feet west, Are we at a T?
It's
or
not possible to go west from here. There's a solid wall there.
Well,
Okay,
Oh,
if
start
I'm
at
at the
the
pit,
pit,
hypothetically, if I'm at the pit,
Like standing
If
right
I-
in front of the
if
pit,
I was-
and then if
if I was
towards the pit.
if I was a ghost and I
Yeah.
was hovering over the pit,
Yep,
could I go 10 feet west?
You could.
Okay,
And-
would I be at a T?
Oh yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's okay.
That's the T.
that's
I was
the T
assuming
I'm
that was our
talking
starting point.
Got it. So
Because none of you crossed that pit except Balmer.
at the
Yeah.
T,
Yes, very good.
I would like us to lead us to the south.
Very good. So about 20 feet where you've reached, where you previously accidentally encountered a tripwire that you triggered with your pole,
Yeah,
and a bunch of
forgot
rocks
about
fell on your
that.
head.
Right.
I don't
Right.
really remember that one.
So is that rubble still there?
Sure,
Okay,
it's a few drops of blood here.
great. We look down that hallway past where the
It goes.
deadfall fell.
This place looks miserable.
So it turns here to the
Yeah.
right, goes 10 feet, and turns again to the left, or west and south. It's a quick zigzag.
So what I'm hearing is the intersection itself goes west.
Yep. And then immediately turns south again.
Great. We go that way, tapping with the pole.
Okay.
Yeah.
Continuing to tap with the pole, you can see the passageway goes 30 feet to the south. At 20 feet, there's an opening to the east, and at the end, there's an opening to the west.
Yeah. I get what you're saying. Or these twisty labyrinthian things that I be an expert at finding our way through, so be no problem at all. Except that the map in it is not going so well. But it be like this. Everybody can see that.
Okay.
Do you want to turn on the table camera so the map my horrible map can be made fun of?
Sure.
All right.
You don't like to make fun of your map?
All right.
Sounds great.
So for those of us
Absurd.
that are just looking at the map, I started us at the wrong point and of course went off the edge, and now we're back over here. So here's the stairs where we came in, and we've made our way past all these horrible pits, and now we are currently right here. You can see any of that at all. I think we should go to the west up this way, where we saw people running previously. They seem to be moving to the west, so I'm just guessing we should explore the west.
I have a suspicion the other way is probably just a bunch of traps.
So you're talking about backtracking?
No, I'm
No.
taking to the right at the end of these 30 feet.
Okay, great. So you skip the passageway to your left.
Yes.
Ignore that.
Indeed.
And you go all the way to
Well,
the end.
looked at it. What's
You
down?
look down at it, you see passageway goes about 10 feet and then turns south to the right.
Yes. So having looked at that, we take the passage to the west.
Yeah.
Okay. As you come down to the end and turn to look down to the west, you can see the passageway goes 10, 20, 30. There's a four-way intersection at 40 feet, and then it continues 50, 60 feet and into darkness.
Wow.
Oh, back around in space and time.
Yeah.
So now you'll just have to start.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. So as a complete aside on the ride up, I was telling Max when in our game when he starts mapping, he should just ask where to start on the map. And in the future I will personally be happy to tell you. But I didn't take my own advice. I'm feeling. So there's all
That's
this
probably-
stuff here.
Yeah.
Maybe we should go north and start trying to
Okay.
explore what's in this space.
Sure.
Right.
So that you don't have to change the map. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
there's some,
All right. Yeah. Let's see.
Right,
I bet it just turns into a big circle with a bunch of pit traps.
let's
but-
turn.
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah.
Now, if
So
there was
one way to
if
find
there was
out.
if there was stuff here, okay, how likely is this to be used by the inhabitants?
Yeah. I mean that's true.
So would they if they just knew about the tripwire, they could easily
Tripwires,
jump over it?
Yeah, I think
Or does this signal like the other stuff that's dead ends and stuff you don't want to go in?
It could also have
So-
gone the other, like maybe the to the left just circles around and dodges traps or whatever. Like maybe there's one particular.
Does that suggest coming this way instead?
I think more that
I
like
think
maybe
the
they
tripwire
go
is
this way and then
vulnerable.
maybe this circles around and dodges that.
Oh.
You know what? I'm
Maybe
drawing the
there's a
rubble in the
particular,
wrong place. The rubble is here.
I don't really remember the rubble.
The deadfall. The hit us.
Yeah, I just don't remember running into that trap.
you got hit pretty hard, I think. That must have.
Yeah, that must have been weird because I was like, when did you get hit by a bunch of guys?
You forgot.
No, I didn't get hit by. I got shot by arrows. Yeah.
Oh.
You forgot that we were party 4.
No, I assumed that all your damage was the rubble damage.
No, I don't think that hit me at all, actually.
We'd be a 4-person trio today.
I think all the ways seem as good as all the others.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go from this. Okay, from this inner. You agree with that?
Because I think the last time we saw a guy, he was right here, so we have no idea where any of the guys are.
I mean, somebody had to. Didn't we see somebody?
No, we've only the last guy we saw shot an arrow from this end,
You're right.
I think, and that was otherwise they've just been setting traps and mocking us.
All right, let's go to the north from this 4-way intersection. It's going to be in here.
To this unmapped area.
We should look south and north first, right before we.
We look south and north first.
Sorry, where are you going?
We're in the intersection. We're looking south and north.
The 4-way intersection?
Yeah.
Okay. Looking to the north, you can see it goes 10 feet and then turns to the right. Looking to the south, you can see it goes 10 feet and then it goes to a T intersection. Looking to the west from here, you can see 30 feet of straight passage and then a T north and south. Is anyone beside?
No,
Oh wait,
it's going to be rough. You're right. I tend to not worry too much about a square here or a square there. Let's go. Maybe this is the boundary, and then we can at least find where scope out what the boundary is. Hopefully, let's go west.
That would be nice, because then we just get right to the edge of where the other part of the map starts.
I'm very hopeful.
Okay, you go west to the T.
Yeah, look both ways.
You reach the T. You can see a very long passageway going to the north, at least 60 feet. The passageway to the south goes 10 feet. Then there is an opening to the east. It's 20 feet, 30 feet, 40 feet, 50 feet, and then dead ends.
Great. Maybe this is the edge.
Weird.
I'm not going to worry about dead ends that we know about unless we get stuck later. We can come back and explore them because it seems like dead ends seem to signal some kind of horrible trap. Right?
Yeah.
So if we don't need to, let's avoid that. Yeah. Let's go south 20 feet.
Okay.
And look at the east. Look to the east.
You look to the east. You see 20 feet of straight passage, and then it continues, and there's an opening to the right.
Yeah.
And it continues, and there's an opening to the left.
Oh wait, no, there's one to the right.
There's one to the right, then one to the left.
Okay.
And then it reaches a dead end with an opening to the right.
What? Okay.
So it's 10, 20 feet of straight, and then it opens to the right, and then it opens to the left, and then it opens to the right.
That seems correct.
Let's turn around and go north.
Excellent. Continuing to tap with the pole.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can you put your miniatures in marching order for me? So I can remember how you're... Right, because I think it's Scotty, and I assume Scotty is in the front end with
this him.
Yeah.
Oh, do you have a miniature, Mike?
I do.
Okay, great.
Thank you for the miniatures.
Yeah, perfect.
You know what? I'm going to aim at the camera if you're okay with that.
Yeah, that's fine. Perfect. Okay, lovely. Thank you. Okay, you go 10, 20, 30 feet to the north. As you reach the spot at 30 feet to the north, your lantern light now illuminates all the way to the end of this passageway. So you can see 10, 20 more feet of straight passage. At 30 feet, there's an opening to the right. 40 feet more straight passage. 50 feet, it dead ends at a door.
The door's to the north.
Dan, roll me a d6, please.
Wonderful. Maybe you're rolling a 5.
Okay. Your dwarven upbringing in the tunnels makes you aware that the passageway you're walking along very slightly slopes upward.
Upward?
Yeah. It's subtle. And you're not surprised that your human and elven friends cannot detect it.
When heading north?
Something to roll down on.
Yeah, that's what I think. Another terrible trap.
It be common among these ancient labyrinth types that there be long corridors that slightly slope one way or the other, so you're not aware that you've moved to another more dangerous level as you do so. Whereas if you take stairs, you know that you're doing that, but one of these long sloping things, you might not even be aware of what level of the complex you're in. That could be what we're confronting, or it could be some sort of boulder going to roll down on us.
So just be aware that could be something that's happening. Now, the sloping up seems surprising that it would send us back up to the first level. So I could be wrong about that. But I've seen such things before.
Suspicious.
You continue on. You stop here.
What do we think? It seems surprising to be going up. So it's either it seems like either. It seems really surprising to be going up.
Either that door opens back up in the previous level, or it's just got a big rock behind it, and you open the door and the rock hits you.
Let's turn to the east.
As you stand there debating, and you turn to the to turn to the east, as we continue, you need to continue north another 30-ish feet to go to the east.
Yeah.
Okay, great. You debate for a moment, and then you start moving forward. Still tapping with the pole?
Yes.
Okay. You go another 10 feet forward, tapping with the pole, and as you proceed forward, another 20 feet forward, you're just almost at the point where you can turn to the east. The door that is now 10, 20, 30 feet in front of you swings open as if by itself, and a huge boulder behind it starts rolling down towards you.
We run to the east. We run to the east.
Yeah, you've not yet reached the eastern passage. You're 10 feet
back. We run back.
Hold on. We have to roll. So,
we were completely ready and prepared.
Yeah, we knew that this was going to happen.
Yeah, roll me a d6. Whoa. Okay, I'm going to go around the table and ask everyone what they do as they see the horrible boulder rushing towards you. I'll start with Dan. What do you do?
I run to the east.
You kind of rush forward towards the boulder and duck to the east. Quint, what are you doing?
I run to the east. I think it's a bad idea, but I run to the east.
What is your combat move?
30.
Great. What are you doing?
Guess I should also run to the east.
Excellent.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Okay, so everybody tries to chase forward towards the boulder and duck to the east. I'll ask you all to make me a save versus stone at +4, since you are well acquainted and ready for this, but the boulder suddenly starts rolling at precisely the moment.
Oh,
No.
What'd you get, Max?
Flat-footed.
I think it's 20. It must be
Where
20.
you get the special marker?
Yeah. Just want to make sure it's not 1. Yeah.
You said paralysis? Is that what you said? Or
Stone.
Okay, so I'm adding a 9 here. I think my die needs to be 11 or better. I missed it by 1 again. Jesus Christ.
Missed it by 1. You rolled a 1. How'd you
I had
do?
a 16.
16?
It's 1.
20. Okay.
Can I get my fine stone traps +1 on that?
I warned you about the sloping passage.
Just whatever bonus you gave plus.
Plus your level.
Oh, plus your level.
Yeah.
Oh, well then I made it.
You made it. Okay. You made it, and you got a 20, right?
Yeah.
So there's a kerfluffle as suddenly there's shouts and a bit of confusion in the passageway. Go run towards it, yells Scotty, and everybody looks a little confused for a minute. You rush forward. There's a scramble as Aragast and Fenmar push their way into the eastern passage, but kind of getting in the way of Quint and Scotty, who get smacked by the boulder on its way down. And the two of you take 6 points of damage as it clips you and sends you sprawling into the eastern passage and continues to roll down to the end.
I'd be missing all me saving throws by exactly 1 point.
That's
It'd be happening over and over
Oh
again.
man.
You're losing a step.
You did both include the +4 I was giving you, right? In addition to all the other stuff.
I fucking made it!
Wow.
Thank you so much for the reminder. Oh
yeah,
my
I
god.
also surprised
my
myself
God.
by making it.
Okay,
Oh my
great,
God.
great. Then you have made it just barely by having been prepared, except for, unfortunately, poor Quint, it caught at the back ends of the group, doesn't quite make it out in time to get smacked by the boulder.
You be a wonderful and generous DM, sir.
You bonus
Yes,
for all
you
your
did.
preparedness.
Brilliant.
Let me grab my water as you can contemplate what to do next.
I encourage you all to push forward with your horrible trap ideas upon me more aggressively, because I keep bullheaded moving forward when you tell me exactly what's about to happen. So I apologize for not listening to you enough.
This place is miserable. What's the payout again?
It'd be not great. It'd be not great. Well, I'm thinking a face of 500 silver, but a bonus of 500 if we can bring them back alive.
Well, if we keep going and licking the tears, this is going to take forever. I don't know.
As a dwarf, this not bother me so much. I'd be willing to be here grinding away, decade after decade, if that's what it takes. If Mr. Hayden be 85 by the time I finally rescue him, it'd be no skin off this dwarf's nose.
I forgot my water after all that. Thank you for the chips. Sorry, what's the party doing this way?
Looking down this eastern passage for possible dead end.
This better not be a dead end.
I bet it's possibly a dead end.
To the east, you see it goes 20 feet and then turns north.
Ah.
I was worried that it was a pit trap that we were running right into.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't think that one through. This would be the perfect place to put a pit trap.
That's true.
When you be building your own dungeon, then you can put these ideas.
Yeah. Jeez, you
do not be giving them ideas here while we're in the enemy's lair.
Well, they don't have enough time to dig a pit trap, while we're in here. They can't just do it overnight.
we go forward and we look carefully around the north.
Oh, maybe that'll link up.
Before we go, does the doorway just look like it was just large enough to hold a closet that holds a?
As you peer around, indeed, all you see is the boulder. Is a little opening behind the door that held the boulder.
Good ask. Yeah, good ask. So we're peering around the corner that turns north.
Excellent. You head to the east. You peer north. You can see the passageway goes just 20 feet. There's an opening 10 feet to the north of you to the east, and then at 20 feet it turns to the west.
So from the trap, from the place where the trap was triggered, it goes to the east by how far?
20 feet?
Yeah.
And then turns north?
Yeah.
And then there's an opening to the east, and then immediately it turns to the west.
What?
Like this. There's a lot of this kind of stuff here. I don't know what's this seems.
Yeah, right?
Maybe 10 feet off. Don't worry about that too much. Let's go west.
You go all the way to the end.
Yeah.
You turn to the west, and it goes 10 feet and dead ends.
That makes sense.
There you go.
It should hit the rock closet.
Yes. Rock closet! So backtrack to where we can go east.
From here, looking to the east, you see 20 feet of straight passageway, then an opening to the south, and a door to the north, and then continues to east beyond that. In fact, with your lantern light, I think you can see the entirety of this passageway because you're there 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. It's exactly 60 feet because it ends in the east at a T intersection.
I have no idea how that could. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just looking for some kind of closure here. Can we go south?
Confusing.
We take the first south.
Go 20 feet.
We don't walk in front of the door yet.
And then there's a door and a passageway south. So the door faces the passageway to the south. There's a door to the north, passageway to the south.
Right.
I'd like to take this southern passageway.
Okay.
Wait, can I check that door for traps before he goes into the passageway?
Looking here, looking to the south here, you can see the passageway goes 30 feet and dead ends.
What?
Yeah. I don't know.
Now we're up.
Fenmar, carefully examining the door to the north, you're pretty sure there is some kind of mechanism attached to the latch. You're not sure what it does exactly.
All right.
There's something that's going to detect when the door is
Something
open.
terrible's going to happen and retreat you right into that hallway, I bet.
Yep.
Just for knowledge, I have 2 more charges of Vaden's Whisper that I can use today.
That's great.
Okay.
So did you find anything?
Yeah, there's a trap on the handle.
Of course.
I don't know what it does. Something terrible, probably.
So we're here. There's this thing at dead ends. This is what we're told. And then there's a trap here, and it goes past this, and then it tees. What do you think?
Go down to the T and look.
We go down to the T and we look both ways.
You proceed to the T. You go. It goes 20 feet, and then T's. As you look north, it goes 10, 20 feet and turns east. To the south, you can go 10, 20 feet. There's an opening to the east. 30, 40 feet, there's an opening to the west. And at that point, there's a bunch of rubble on the ground.
And it also continues further south?
No, it just turns west.
A bunch of rubble.
Something strangely familiar with that rubble.
Wait, because we're right here.
Got it.
All right, this all checks out now.
Thank you.
Oh, do you want my better eraser?
Yes,
there?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you. Okay, great.
Okay.
Good spot.
Now
Good
this
spot,
all
team.
makes a lot of
This
sense.
is why everybody has to look at the map all together.
Okay. So that's
Yeah.
so like this
Got it.
one goes 30 feet.
Right. Yeah.
This one must dead end.
Right. Okay, that's wonderful.
Quint,
Great.
as you're standing there in the back of the group, as they're poring over the map at this point, you hear from behind you very faintly.
Where am I standing right now? I'm by
Look at this door.
Nice.
I'm at the door, and I'm hearing a knocking.
Just that quick pattern that I said, and that was it.
Okay. I heard some knocking from the door.
It's trapped.
No, but it was like a da 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 da.
Is this some signal that someone was supposed to be on the lookout for? We recognize this?
No. Could be a prisoner. Could be them checking to see if it's one of their own.
If there be a trap,
They could disable it from that side, and they could disable it from that side if they recognize if there's the right answer in response to the tapping.
Oh, so when we look down the T, we're right there.
But
He's right there.
I'm a little bit behind. I heard it from behind us, so I'm assuming it's coming from the door.
And this is the door that we thought was trapped that we have.
Yeah.
So wait, what? Oh, we
know
fixed
it's
the map.
trapped.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
So it turns
Well,
out
you know
that we did
yeah.
meet where it all hooked up. We just didn't know it.
There's some
Okay.
mechanism on the door.
I think this might be a good. I think this might be a good time to use the second clairvoyance.
I
Do you
concentrate.
agree?
Yeah, I start concentrating, and I'm concentrating past that door.
Excellent. Looking behind you over your shoulder, you look at the door, you concentrate on the sword, drawing it forth. Everything goes still. You see a room, about 30-foot square. There are torches on the east and western walls, or what you assume is because you can see the door. You see the door to the south. You can see there is a large map on the northern wall. You can see there are two large tables in the room that have been tipped over with their tops facing the doorway. Crouched behind the tables crouched behind each table are two men holding bows, peering over the top of the door. Or the table, rather.
Can I look at the door and see if there's anything ready to fall upon it if we open it up, or
Looking at the door with your clairvoyance, it just looks like a door.
Mm.
And there's no way out of the room? There's no doorway?
You don't see anything but that one doorway. The one closed door.
Spike the door.
Yeah, right.
What be the map appear to be made
Yeah.
of?
I concentrate on the map.
Oh yeah, it appears to be. You notice there's some other objects scattered about on the floor. By the way, there's some overturned stools rather. There's some like looks like pieces of slate and chalk and pile in the corner. The map appears to be painted on paper. That seems to be now like nailed to the wall. It's pretty large. As you look at it carefully, you realize it appears to be a map of the surrounding valley. And there are markings on it along the road that leads to Walford.
I think maybe a place where they were ambushing people, getting prisoners, some sort of coordination. You said there's 2 people inside or 4?
4. 2 behind each table. There are 2 tables.
Okay.
Do you think you can remove the trap?
As you're watching, as you're concentrating on it, you see one of them reach into his pouch, and like gingerly sneak towards the door and scatter something on the floor in front of the door.
Skittles.
He seems to be very careful about it, though, like he's trying to not make any noise.
Caltrops, your favorite. Get your dancing boots. Get your dancing boots on.
How many?
He then skulks back to go hide behind his table.
How many people?
4.
4. And do you think you might be able to remove the trap from the door?
We can see.
They're not going to come out quickly. They just caltrop the door, so we could try.
I think it might be worth trying. We've got 2 thieves.
Yeah. So
you want to skulk?
So I'm gonna keep concentrating while
The camera's dying.
when Fenmar tries to disable the
Look, we're
the
stuck.
cat.
Great.
So
The camera on me and Lauren is dead, or its light is not on.
Take a look at that.
that's bad.
Oh,
Nope.
bad.
It seems to be working again.
It turned on just as you
Well,
said
weird.
that.
That's
Great.
weird. That is weird.
Yeah.
Don't know what that's about. Okay. Okay, great. Fixed.
Wonderful. Quarter turn on the screw.
Exactly. Okay, so it's the whole group skulking back to the door, or just Fenmar?
Did we all go there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so the whole group skulks back to that T intersection.
Is that right?
Kind of crouched
I thought
low,
that's
ready
where
at
we've
the
been
door.
standing the entire time, but
You had walked all the way to the east to look up and down that passageway, and that's when
I heard the
that's when Quint heard the noise behind you.
Okay.
When he drew his sword and
So-
looked back over his shoulder and concentrated on
So-
the door.
Okay.
I'm going to continue concentrating and just watching to see if they react. At all.
Fenmar, give me a skill check and maybe assemble the miniatures, if you will. In fact, let's even draw. Let's draw just for. I'm gonna put the door. I don't know. Here.
All right. So let's try. Do you think of everything in our capacity to foil the ambush that gets set up? Right. What can we do?
This is Fenmar.
This one is.
This one's Fenmar.
Yeah.
Smoke them out, magic.
I thought this was Woods, his character.
That one is.
This one is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one is you.
Yep.
Okay.
We just
Okay.
both chose ones that had cloaks.
Yeah, it's very confusing. I don't know where you want to be. Please position yourself.
Okay. So let's feel free to revise what we're doing. So is this the best way to try to foil the trap and ambush? Now thieves normally are able to possibly remove traps, so that seems like an ability that
Yeah, that
we'd like to
seems
make
like
use
we
of.
want to do. Right, that seems important.
Anything else we can do that's
I mean, if we open the door but don't immediately rush in, and we can.
you've got the elven cloak.
Mhm.
So do
Both of
you.
us do.
Okay, so we could have you, if you're willing, while you're trying to remove the trap, we could have only you visible, so the door blows open. They don't actually see anybody there. Make sense?
Chance of, yeah. Then
Yeah.
They may still shoot into the.
Right, but it
You know-
seems like a lot. It seems like at least less likely.
Yeah, definitely wouldn't be invisible while doing
Be
this.
there any other ideas about what we could do?
That seems good.
Just
Yeah, I'm just gonna fix this.
This is smart.
You guys, you ignore me.
This is smart.
Ignore the man behind the.
Are there any good spells that would
We have a wand of fireballs with like about 6 charges in it or something like that.
Although so far these guys have all only been first level.
Agreed. We haven't needed to use that. So I mean, once it's open, assuming that they're not higher level, I can charge in and rouse them out.
Everyone.
As long as there's not a fireball going off in our face at the start.
caltrops? I remember the caltrops.
Yeah. So all things considered, I'd like to know what the trap is. I'd like to know what did you find? Can you remove it? That's very nice.
Is that a little better?
I think so.
Go on, Normie. Strategize.
Right.
I'm really curious what trap is on the door that's usable when people are pinned inside.
I definitely saw something on there.
I mean, I say let's just do it.
I definitely find this empty hallway in front of the door quite suspicious.
About your bucket.
Do you want to search the other? I mean, we haven't searched that dead end.
I'd assumed that it was just to chase you into a dead end.
It's probably just got a pit trap at the end of it.
Yeah. I guess we could go look for the pit trap and then.
How about take the pole and just tap to the end of that dead end.
Where'd my marker go? It's right here in front of me. 10, 20. Oh, look at that. I made it extra long enough. Oops. That's not on purpose. Do not read it to that. Okay. So you're taking the pole and walking all the way back to the end. Tap, tap, tap.
Yeah.
Tap, along the way. Okay. You tap the floor all the way to the end.
Okay.
All right. So it's not trying to chase you into the pit trap, I guess.
Okay.
All right. So get out of that hallway in case something terrible happens there.
There you go. All right. So that's what I got. So we know what's in there. We know there's caltrops. There's some kind of trap on the door. I'd like to know what it is and if you can remove it.
Great. Oh, do I roll for?
Yes. Roll your key skills,
managed
please.
to.
Natural 20.
Oh, great.
That's fantastic. Okay. Very carefully, dead silently, with the perhaps either through nimble fingers or magic elven gear, Fenmar lightly adjusts the latch and realizes, with careful examination, you realize that it's like a ring that can be twisted to move the latching mechanism, and you realize that it can be twisted in either direction. And then one direction is going to activate whatever it is, and the other direction is not. Would you like to jam it so that it can't be moved in the direction that triggers the trap, or do you just want to know not to do that? Up to you. Natural 20, I will make that your choice. You want it completely disabled, or just you have the knowledge of how to open the door without triggering it?
Do we care what it does, or
I'd be trusted in your judgment. You're the expert thief finder, so it's up to you.
I think I just don't want it to go off no matter what.
Okay, great.
We'll figure out what it does later.
You signal to everybody,
we be seeing what you're doing there. All right, and we so
Max, roll me a d6.
What? 5.
You swear you just heard a slight noise behind you, like a tap or a footfall or something like that.
We should deal with that first. Agreed.
Yeah.
I will trot. Assuming I see some kind of eye contact, I'm going to trot in that direction to that T back there.
Okay, go ahead and move your finger. Okay, you're there.
Yep.
Now what?
Do I look? I look in both directions.
You don't see anything. This went this way. This way keeps going.
Okay.
We could just wait.
I look further down that way.
Well, you can see it goes basically another 5 feet here, and it tees north and south. You remember that's where you hit with a boulder, or almost hit with a boulder.
We could post the thieves there and wait, we could try to deal with the ambush.
Who should open the door? Should it be the invisible elf, or should it be me?
You?
Agreed?
Yeah,
Great. Good?
that seems
Yeah.
good.
Seems good.
Going through the door?
Yeah.
All right.
Great.
Don't step on those things.
What can I do to...
Cloak up, Paul?
What's that?
Cloak up, sorry.
You are of a cloak of elven kind?
Cloak and boots, yeah.
Yep. Okay. Great.
Me too.
Both
Both
the
of
thieves
them.
have activated their cloak and boots. Very good.
Is there any other protection spells you've got, like
I do.
puppy spells?
I have protection from evil. And
I have
that's it.
shield.
And that only works on
I think
you,
it
right?
affects you,
Oh,
yeah.
Correct.
yes.
All
So
right.
that doesn't help.
Let's say I'm good. Let's assume that I'm good. Everybody set?
Yeah.
All right. Yep.
I open the door,
Okay. Great.
avoiding the trap.
Yep. You know to rotate it in the correct direction.
Oh, did you choose to jam it or leave it?
It is still active. It is just you just all know to only twist the door to the right. Okay, I'm gonna step you back a little bit. The door swings open towards you. Be precise. What's going on?
Big door. Good job fixing the trap.
Hmm.
I'm glad you took my advice on searching better.
Yeah. I did
Pull
search better.
the door open. I don't know if, as you see him pulling the door open, Aragast, if you want to step to your right, you're very welcome to, and not be blocked by the door.
You're right.
Or you can use the door as a shield, whatever you like. So they're kind of how they tip them. Yeah, there's a couple like stools scattered to the sides. Up here is the map. All right. Nope, not you. I want bows. We're missing a bow.
More minis.
Okay.
So I stick my head when I open up the door and I go, "It be me, Scotty McTartan of the Scotty McTartan Trio! I have got the whole trio right behind me! Throw down your bows and surrender at once, or you'll all be dead before this very evening."
Excellent. There's no surprise. Everybody knew it was about to happen, so I'm just going to roll initiative.
I be rolling for initiative because
Great,
I be
great,
leading this outfit.
5.
I got a 4.
Okay. They fire you. Fire!
He's not very good at counting. There's 4 of us. That matters to your
It
calculation.
be deception! It be clever deception!
Are you
me cunning dwarven head I be using.
What are you trying to get them to
Okay.
surrender?
A bunch of arrows come flying down when one sticks into the door. You hold up your shield, and one ricochets off of your shield. Ting, 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 ting. What do you do?
I want to jump over the caltrops
Okay, great.
and then lay about me left and right with the sweep attacks.
Okay, you may do so.
You
can make 3 attacks on each opponent there.
That be what happening.
Unless you want to push to one side, I'll let you do that also. But I'm not going to give you all 4 because they're spread out.
I push to one side. I go to me right.
Okay, great.
I go to me right. You're the first ones to go. So the lowest one I got was a 14.
Those are all hits.
Great.
Roll me some damage.
Give me a D8. Be so kind. Just abbreviate this. 33.
Yeah, you totally killed them.
Okay. Terrible rolls. I got a 13.
A 13 will hit.
All right. Well, they all hit.
Wow.
And the damage is 29.
Okay. You destroy those 2 archers behind that table, and you've now taken the spot on the table. What are you doing?
Quiet as a mouse. I leap over the caltrops. leap onto the table and over it, and come down behind them and lay about myself with my sword.
What's your combat move?
30.
And you were hereish?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give it to you, but I need a d20 plus your dex for the nimble leaping over the table.
18?
Yeah, you
Plus,
do so.
you didn't add your dex.
Yeah, so 30.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm sure your dex is more than 2, so you do it. Great. You just lively step up onto the table, jump over it, flip over, land on the other side, make an attack.
Cool, if anyone can
Okay,
see
I
it.
can sweeping attacks also, is that right?
Do you? Are you a fighter?
I'm a fighter 5, yeah.
Yeah.
So is that,
I will say, but you were invisible.
yes. Not backstabbing.
What's that?
Not backstabbing.
Not backstabbing. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. You can get that.
You
You can get 3. You get 2 and 3. You have your level 5 fighter.
fighter.
Yeah, so you get 5 attacks.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll do 2 on the one of them. That one, and that is a so it's fighter level plus my plus 1 from the sword. So 6 is my 14.
14 will hit.
Okay. So that one is going to take 4.
Ooh, he is still up.
And then the other one takes 3 attacks. So that's 2 hits and 3 hits with a 17. So 3 plus 6 is 9, and 3 more is 12.
Okay, that one you take out. Fenmar, what are you doing?
Alright. I'm gonna come over here. Wait, how far can I move?
I think your
squares.
combat move is 20, is that right?
Yeah, how many squares?
Or
is that?
30. You're 30. So that's 6 squares.
6. I'm gonna go over here. And then I'm gonna try to charm person the guy who's up.
Can't your spell?
Let's see, how do you do these? Nasra Murak?
Trying to make sure that our cameras don't go to sleep. Okay.
Oh,
Okay, so he's going to make a saving throw.
all right.
Spells, so he basically needs a 19. No, he does not. He a glazed look comes over his eyes, and he kind of stumbles back, and he looks up at you, and my friends. What do you do, Aragast?
It was from down this way that I heard the tapping. I guess I'll walk down here, and I'm going to throw my own bag of caltrops on this
Excellent.
intersection. Let's turn it around anyway.
That's smart.
Great. An invisible attacker appears behind you and attempts to backstab you.
Oh no.
Well, I didn't expect that. I didn't expect it. Didn't expect that.
Okay. I should have written this down. Bear with me a second.
That'd be unfortunate.
It was a good idea, though.
Yeah.
4. Okay, 4. So this will be. Let's be. Your AC is not great, as I recall. 8. I need a 4. Yes, he strikes you, stabbing you in the back. He's actually he's holding a mace, which he clubs you into the back of the head with. And I need to be reminded of how.
I'd be hoping this only be double damage.
You take 15 points of damage.
I'm still.
Thwomp! This guy just kind of looks at you. kind of steps back. What's going on? I don't understand. As you turn to face him, you see a man in dark robes wearing a helmet that appears to be completely covering his face and has like a lizard-like snout and huge curling horns. What do you do, Scotty?
I run, leaping over the caltrops towards Aragast.
Okay.
I think she got mark up bumps, right?
Yeah, it was outside.
Sorry.
I did
Sorry,
not try to leap over the cow traps because I am not good at leaping.
Can I? So I can with a run, I can double.
Yeah, you can double your move, and I'm not going to worry about the caltrops since you know where they are.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you know how to avoid them.
Aragast, get out of there!
Quint, what are you doing?
I'm going to. Yeah, I'm gonna head there as well. I'm gonna whisper. You're one of us now. Welcome to the winning team. 6, 7, 8. What is it? 30 would be.
Is 6 or 12 if you're at a run.
11. So I'm gonna get into melee with him.
Okay,
Say no! Don't do that.
excellent.
Am I visible after casting Charm Person?
Yes, you are.
All right.
So I should have, yeah.
In that case, I probably don't want to run up into this melee situation. Anything that's useful. I mean, I tell my guy to run over there to get into it.
Thank you. Great.
My new friend.
What are you telling him to do?
That all her friends are being attacked. He's got to run out.
Oh no! Oh no! We must save our friends. What's going on? We must save our friends. Cool. Aragast.
I guess I'll just run away this way. Right, I can just leave melee?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm just going to go hide behind this corner.
Okay, great. Hide behind that corner.
Should've-
Are you looking back at the fight, or are you just trying to get the hell out?
I mean, I'll keep watch this way.
You can watch back the way you came.
Yeah.
Don't worry, guys. Got it. Okay. Cool.
This is the way we came.
Earlier, yeah.
Oh, he got hit in the head. He got hit in the head really hard. He's just wandering around and staring into the darkness. But he does have our lantern.
He does.
Sorry, I shouldn't have blocked you. I didn't.
Okay. He turns slightly this way, and he mutters something in a strange language that I'm going to guess none of you understand. I don't think anybody picked any extra languages. Is that true?
No.
That is true.
Great. I am going to assume you don't understand this language unless anybody wants to random roll for their extra languages right now.
I cannot.
Oh, wait, how do you get next language?
Is your intelligence high?
If you have an intelligence bonus, I'll let you random roll your
have a
chance of
+1.
knowing your.
Yeah, +2.
Yeah, let's
yeah,
learn
do you wanna
some
roll?
languages.
Sure.
I will ask each of you to roll a d20. Max roll 2. You have a +2. Roll 2.
9.
3.
Where did I transcribe this chart for myself somewhere? There it is. Great. What'd you get? 3?
I got a 3.
You speak dragon.
Ooh.
Max?
9.
You speak goblin.
And 15.
And Medusa.
Wow.
Wow.
You do not recognize the language that he is speaking in, but as he speaks, the helmet contorts, the horns curl, the maw snarls rather. Where are you exactly, please?
I was just kind of in the doorway.
Thank you.
Sort of behind the
10,
door.
20, you're in range. Okay, great. So, everyone down this hallway, with the exception of Max, please make me a saving throw. versus spells.
So this is magic.
It is magic.
No.
So I'm adding 11. So if I can roll a 9 or more, I should be good. Fuck! I missed it by 2. Unbelievable! Unbelievable! Does what happened to you?
I didn't make it.
Does
No.
Does Varmint have any benefit for being behind the door?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say no since I made you make the roll. I'm gonna assume that you're at least peering in that direction of what's going on, watching. Max explicitly told me he was not looking in this direction, so I did not make him roll.
I'm also not down that hallway.
It's anyone within 30 feet of him is who's affected, who can see him. So I'm gonna make a save for your new friend. Still fail. Okay, great.
We all failed. Okay, we might be boned.
Scotty, you are filled with absolute terror at this horrible visage. Please drop everything in your hands and run away as fast as possible.
Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Great. Likewise.
7, 8, sorry.
Excellent. I'll draw more maps.
Can I ask, does the shield drop or is it strapped on me?
I'm going to say it's dropped. See, it's a thing you're wielding.
Yeah.
It's dropped. Fenmar, book it, please.
All right. How many squares do I
12.
run? Okay.
For this
Where does
map,
that
so
go?
I can fill in a little
Okay.
more. Yeah. And I think of the effects of the spell say that it should be in a random direction, so feel free to randomize as you come across turns. This goes. Coming around here, pardon me. Great.
Got it.
Did you move as far as you go? You moved as far as you're going?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
We've been down both ways.
Okay.
We've been down both ways here.
Great.
I'm with you, friend. That's scary. Cooper's terrifying. What do you do?
Is this a magical effect I could dispel?
Yes, potentially, yeah.
How does that work?
Good question.
Spell selection.
Yeah.
You know, I have a sneaking
End
suspicion.
and ongoing spells that have been cast on a creature, object, or area. Each spellcaster involved makes a dispel check. D20 plus caster level with the higher roll succeeding. Let's go to the dispeller. You and I will roll D20s and we'll see.
But would it dispel it for everybody?
Yeah. It is a single ongoing effect. I will say it will dispel it for everyone.
All right, I'll try it. Seems better than magic missile.
Yeah.
Decide what level this effect is at.
How many magic missiles do you?
Just 3.
Okay.
Okay.
Caster level. Okay. I got a 17.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I'll be adding a 7 to this roll. Oh no, it does not. Unfortunately, you are unable to dispel the magic. Good, noble attempt, though.
Great idea. Yeah,
man.
good idea.
I always forget that wizards until level 9 actually really suck. Unless you're an enemy wizard, in which case you have tons of magical items, you can turn invisible, like you don't have to worry about it. Like you've got permanent, endless time to relearn your spells.
What did you drop?
I don't think I had anything in my hands.
Okay.
Okay. He cans a spell.
I didn't say I had anything out. Oh.
Mirror image.
Yeah. How long do we think this terror thing's gonna last?
Forever.
Oh.
Yeah, actually,
Huh.
I agree.
Scotty, you keep running. Quint, you keep running. Benmar, you keep running. Your friend keeps running. Ergas, what do you do?
I mean, can I hit all of these clones with a lightning bolt?
I think a lightning bolt is just a 5 foot wide. So, no, you can hit 2 or maybe 3 of them if you can manage to get over here or something.
I mean, if I shot 5 feet, right down here, I could hit.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you can get 3 of them.
I mean, what are the chances that they're the right one?
I will make 3.
Can I suggest that lightning bolt is an area spell and isn't normally affected by mirror image?
You could suggest that, but I think I'm going to stick with my ruling at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Great. It is only 1 inch wide, and they're in a cluster, so I think it's just not possible that there's a chance you miss aim it.
I don't know then.
It's a wizard duel.
I see that.
It's terrifying. Running away from that more than anything.
Didn't do anything. I guess I'll pyrotechnics the hallway here.
Ooh.
I don't really know that does anything, though. I don't know. Does it matter if he's blinded?
Can he cast spells that he can't see you?
I don't know.
Up to some rulings, I guess.
I don't know.
Some rulings on that.
You potentially blind him, and it will certainly change what he can or can't do.
It is an option you run in the other direction. I mean, we have been in this direction. So among the other things is you could just run.
All right, I'll just run away.
You run.
I don't really know where am I relative to
You're
here.
right here.
You're here.
Oh.
You're right
Wait.
here. You're absolutely right here.
No, because this is that dead end that he's standing.
Yeah, this
right
length.
now.
Don't pay attention to this length. This
Oh.
length is
Oh,
too
we had to
long.
make it
This
too
length
long.
is too long.
Okay.
He's standing here. You're standing here. This is too long.
I see.
Got it.
So wait, what is this right in front of me? Is there a
That's
pit
the trap. Yeah.
No, that's the rock
the
trap.
boulder trap.
So that's
Oh,
already
okay.
that's already been sprung.
Here.
All right, so I'll try to run in this
Okay.
direction.
All right, I'm gonna narrate a little bit. Ergas runs. You are pursued by a group of 5 horrible robed, reptilian-visaged creatures, all the way back to the staircase up to the first level. As you come running up the stairs to the first level, past the statue and into the mouth of the cave, you find your friends kind of recollecting themselves, the magic of the effect having worn off of them.
Oh my.
Your pursuers did not come up the stairs after you.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Good run.
Yeah,
Good run.
Yeah.
Good job.
That was
Do
okay.
you need to drink from the jug of healing?
I do.
I was truly terrified that was going
I'm gonna take one
Oof.
drink.
Yeah. Good. Okay. So
I did not care for that.
What was that?
6.
it'd be terrifying, I tell you. Once again, I missed it by freaking 2 points.
Yeah.
I missed the save by 2 points every time.
That was Cooper.
That was you're charmy.
Oh yeah. Hey, what's up?
That was terrifying.
Yeah, it was terrible.
His mask is quite
Yeah.
horrific.
Did you know him before?
Oh yes, he's our leader.
Okay.
I mean, my old leader.
Yeah.
I don't follow him anymore. I follow you. What's your
understand.
name?
My name's Fenmar.
Fenmar,
Yeah.
the mighty Fenmar.
Oh, thank you.
Do you think
Wow.
Cooper's coming up to kill us right now?
It seems like he's happy having just scared us off.
Oh, that doesn't sound like Cooper, but I guess you know best.
Well, actually, what do you think he would do in this situation?
I think he would turn invisible again and come up and murder us.
Oh. Should we keep looking out of here?
That'd be an option. Another option is set up an ambush.
Oh, yeah, we could ambush him.
I grab some handfuls of the green dust.
Yeah.
And I just start throwing them and random
Just
directions.
Great.
little clouds of green dust appearing. And they
Does this guy have more caltrops?
slightly
Hey, do
iridescent.
you have more caltrops?
Yes, I do.
Oh yeah, let's throw those all over the place.
Oh, just all over in this cave?
Yeah, just where
The tunnel entering it. The
tunnel.
narrow
Oh,
part.
right.
The narrow part.
Yeah.
Great. You start spreading out counters.
Great.
Okay, I should draw the cave you're in.
Yeah.
Were there any bodies left up here, or
No, I think they were all in the room, right?
Any bodies that were left last night are gone. They've been moved.
does
Removed.
he have a hand weapon, or did he? Oh, he must have gone.
Correct. He dropped his, but he does still have his bow.
Yeah.
It's your family axe. It's your family axe.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Yeah. What you dropped your axe and shield? What did you drop?
Sword and hand axe.
Sword and hand axe. And what did you drop?
As far as I know, was just doing thief stuff and then charming people.
Yeah, that's fair. I'll say you're empty-handed.
I don't have any thief tools.
And you were not affected.
If I had them before.
What?
I did have some stuff that was on my person, but not in my hands. I don't know if anybody else can use it. A sword and longbow.
We both need a hand weapon, right? Or do you have an extra one?
I don't have a good one.
I need a sword, or I don't have any.
Take the sword.
Yeah, so I think I have a regular sword.
Okay. Thank you.
I'll just write unload next to that.
Okay. I pull out my hood.
Great.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Me too.
yeah. Be invisible.
I pull out my hood, and I grab 2 more handfuls of green powder. Actually, no, that's not really useful.
Okay,
I have my sword out. I have my sword out.
This is the cave. These are the teeth. That's the. I drew that in the wrong spot. I think
Statue.
10, 20, 30. No, I just didn't draw the. Yeah. My tunnel is 5 feet short, but whatever. That's the murder hole.
Mm.
Arrange your miniatures as you feel free, as you
All right,
as you
so
like.
I'm thinking we should
and I've heard some caltrops again.
spread out
Yeah.
so that we don't get hit all together again.
How do we get up to the top level?
There's stairs here. I think these are the
Correct.
stairs up. I think. Yeah, these are stairs up to the next level. Or someone could levitate through the murder hole or some crazy thing
Oh.
like that. I suppose.
Wait, that would be fun.
What are we trying to do?
We want to ambush him when he comes up to kill us, which is what my friend thinks he's probably going to do.
He might be here already.
Oh.
He might be.
Hmm.
Can I have some of that dust?
It's in his bucket.
Yeah.
Can I have some dust?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
He starts nervously sprinkling dust into the air. Oh no! Maybe we should leave. Cooper's going to kill us.
If you like read minds, would you know if an invisible person was nearby? You have that one?
Yes.
Oh, I
the
don't
the
have
answer
it.
is
You don't
yes.
have it.
Yes. You
Okay.
can detect
I didn't
certain
bring- I don't
nearby
have it
creatures.
either.
Yeah,
I thought you had that one.
I think I'll know that he's here when he stabs somebody.
Yeah, but everybody's worried that he's like invisible hanging out right now.
While we're waiting, I'll just put my cloak up, and I'm just going to kind of just with my sword out, and I just roam around the periphery of the room, and just kind of tentatively, like not making just trying to not make noise, and just trying to see if I run into anything. If I run into anything that I can't see, I stab it. I stab it very hard.
Will you just put your miniatures vaguely where you are, please?
Does my friend know if
I'll be.
Cooper has a cloak or if he casts spells to become invisible?
I think you should be in cover, out of sight. I don't think you should be down. And you could step outside the cave if you think that's behind me.
Oh.
I like
You could be
outside
behind
the
one of those
cave is
boulders.
like-
They're reasonable cover.
whatever.
Okay,
Sure. Maximize your cover.
So, I'm going to be invisible, so I guess I'm
Great.
just...
So you as you're invisible, you find yourself kind of dodging away from this guy who's like tossing little bits of dust around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not working! I don't see him!
Whisper, tell your friend to stop throwing the dust.
Stop throwing the dust.
Okay.
I'm going to weave around the boulders also. And weave in and out of the boulders.
Oh, yeah.
But they're basically playing the Hunt for Red October. Red Cooper.
Do we have anything else that'd be noisy to step on that's not...
We could just spread the dust all over the floor.
Oh, yeah, put some dust on the floor so we'll see the footprints.
Yeah, great. Brilliant.
You hear a voice call out from down the hall, from deeper within the caverns. Defilers! How dare you enter my home in this horrible manner? Tell me who you are and what do you want?
Here we go. I stick my...
Yeah, use your great charm and tell them.
I stick my head around the corner there, and I go, "It means me! Scotty McTartan and the Scotty McTartan trio, all three of us. We be shaking off your horrible enchantment, and we be about to come down and throw your scurrilous words back down your throat.
You will die a horrible death if you come back into my home again.
That been threatened to me many times before, and it's never stopped me since.
What is it you want besides a quick death?
We do want the young nobleman Aiden out of this place that I believe you are possibly going to sacrifice.
Oh, he won't be here much longer, I assure you.
Right, because we're taking him out.
Yeah.
We're all in agreement. See, we can find compromise. It not be hard. For those of us with high charisma, such as yourself and I.
What?
I assume
you asshole.
So Paul, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I'm going to start sneaking. I'm going to walk gingerly through the caltrops and start sneaking down the hallway.
Okay. Great. I assume Taras sent you. You can tell him his ward is dead and that he had best submit to my demands, or more terrible things will befall the townsfolk.
Aye, it were merely you're wrong once again, you fool! For it was the henchmen of Taras who have sent us. Taras is nowhere in town, and we have not spoken to him. If you have demands, you will have to list them one by one, for they were never told to us, and Taras is not in town to remind us. What be they, number one, sir?
Yeah.
Ow!
Wow.
I have an almost devilish cunning to me, sir. I be not so high in the wits, but I have a devilish cunning. And I go on more like that.
My demands are simple. Leave this place and never darken my doorstep again. You have skulked, Quint. You have skulked back into the room with the statue.
Okay.
And you can hear the voice echoing from in front of you, further in the possibly the room with the drums.
I continue to skulk.
And you see a faint flicker of torchlight through the broken doors down in the passageway beyond.
Okay. Yeah, I'm heading.
I want to scoot so that I'm staring down the hallway.
Well, I'll draw the continuation of this. Unfortunately, it's quite long, so let's say that this is the back of that room.
I'm glad we're all having the same issue.
There we go. Here's the broken double doors. Broken drums.
Thank you for saying that.
And then you're pretty sure that there's a passageway that stairs down there.
Yeah, and I'm going to hug one of the walls, the wall closest to the camera, I guess, and just continue to skulk and listen for the voice.
Great.
And cursing in my head, why isn't the dwarf keeping him talking?
I'd like to step over the caltrops a couple steps into the tunnel.
Okay.
And say, but surely, sir, you must have more demands that we can relay to Lord Taras. What you wish of him in exchange for his son. And as you can see, we can speak face to face, for I am totally unarmed at this moment. I have nothing in my hands. Shall we not parley?
Taurus knows my demands.
But Taurus is not in town, as I have told you before, so we must tell his seneschal.
Herr Gruber knows my demands as well.
Oh.
Roll me a d6, Mike.
6.
Okay. You hear his voice. It's kind of echoing around here, but you think it's maybe more in this corner and not actually through the doors down the stairs where the torso is coming.
I'm going to go over there and start and get ready to stab the next time he speaks. I'm going to try and as effective an attack as I can make.
You're like over here, ready to
I do not believe you, sir. I do not believe that you have actually spoken to Master Gruber.
Yeah,
I think that you are a foul, blackguard, and liar.
He said he had no idea where young Aiden was.
Well, he might be lying to us.
Why would he do that?
Seemed a little suspicious.
This would have saved us a lot of time on our murder mystery investigation if he told us he knew he was in Skull Mountain the whole time.
That's true.
Perhaps Gruber has not been totally clear with you. Perhaps he is using you. Has he even paid you?
I stab! And I scream out, Quint's Quartet! Oh, I can't scream. What? Quint's Quartet!
You don't have the sword. So.
Oh, yeah, I scream! Quint's Quartet! It's time to attack!
Oh, great. Wow. Oh, you have such a lovely voice when you
Right, I'd be in agreement.
Go ahead and make me an attack.
I keep forgetting he's even with us.
I rolled a...
The camera's off again.
Uh-oh, and I'm touching my face. Oh, no.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, there we go.
It's not... Is
my screen over here?
Weird.
It's very odd.
Is it a backstab or no?
No, you don't even see him. So,
Okay.
you don't,
So it would be +5 then, because for my fighter level, and I have no strength bonus, right? Because I'm using a borrowed sword.
Yep.
Yeah. So
bear with me a second here. Let me turn off.
Oh, sorry.
That's a pretty good roll.
what's that?
That's a pretty good roll.
Change that setting. Hopefully, I won't go to sleep again. Okay, great. Go on.
So 17.
You swing wildly in the air and do not locate it.
He's invisible. Yeah. But I do scream. But I have screamed out.
You have screamed out. Right. So let's roll initiative.
And I've attacked.
That was surprise round. Got a 2. You got a 2. Let's just reroll. Well, got a 1. There you go.
Sorry.
Ooh.
All right. Dan, what do you
I'm a
do?
little mini.
I run forward at his call.
Okay, great. Go ahead.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Great. What are you doing?
I take another. Now that I've eliminated some space,
Yep.
I call out, "Die, foul sorcerer!" And I strike out again.
Okay. Great.
It's worse.
Denmark.
I am also going to run. I tell my minion to run, and then I start running.
Okay.
We jump over the caltrips, though.
Yep.
Okay, and then I'm going to go.
You can move him as well. He basically goes
Okay.
the same range.
Oh, great. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Well, so I go
Some
over to
green
the
dust.
statue.
Some green
You
dust.
come to. Great.
Aragast?
I guess I'll just run forward here.
Avoid the murder hole just in case they've got something there.
6 is all I can do. So. Okay.
I think we can go
Running?
8.
What is it for? Oh, it's double for. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Excellent. As you are now visible, he appears behind you.
Uh-oh.
I don't have a second weapon, so it's a 6 AC.
6. I need a 6. That is a hit.
Uh-oh.
He deals 15 points of
Oh,
damage.
man.
Come on. That's bad.
Yikes. Oh, man. So he's down to 1. I'm going to say it out
no.
loud. He's down
Okay.
to 1.
What do you do, Scotty?
I run forward and fucking close my eyes
Great.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, you run amongst the wreckage, and as soon as you see the fight before you, you shut your eyes. Oh god, no!
Yeah, and I'm pulling out my silver dagger.
Excellent. What are you doing, Fenmar?
So I can basically look into this room from that way. Can I just start using my fireball wand and fireballing him?
Sure. I'm going to catch your friends, but
Oh.
you can do that. It's a big fire explosion.
Think of it like a grenade.
Damn it. Well, in that case, I won't do that. Anything else was good.
Good redirection. Good thought. Good redirection.
Probably that won't work on him. In that case, I'm just gonna cast shield on myself.
Excellent. A protective shield shimmers and disappears.
And then I'm gonna yell, try to not be standing right next to him, guys, next time.
Aragast?
So can I see him from where I am?
Um,
How far away is it?
You can dimly make out shadowy forms. So the only light in here is a torch that is like hooked in the corner here, and is making lots of shadows. So you can kind of sort of see him, but it's very
I'll just run
difficult.
So that my torch makes it 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll stand behind the guy.
Behind the statue. Excellent. Okay.
Did I not go this turn after I got backstabbed?
Oh, did I skip you? I must have.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. What do you do?
1 hit point.
You have attacked twice. I hate to say this, but you have attacked twice. So
Yeah.
there was.
Wait.
I think you went.
No, I missed.
No.
I missed in the air.
Yeah.
And then I won initiative, and I missed again.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
he backstabbed me.
Got it.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. There you go. There you go.
I'm going to turn around and stab him. I think that's the best thing that I can
Wow.
do.
Okay.
Hit, I think. 16, so that's 21.
Yeah, that is a hit.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh no.
For my remaining hit points.
Oh no.
You did 1 hit point?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Quint be a brave lad. He fights like a dwarf.
He looks over at the dwarf with your eyes closed, and he incants a spell. Maharak Nerasap. Please make a save versus spells.
So once again, my bonus is 11. So if the die comes up 9 or more, I'm okay. And what happens inevitably is it comes up 8, but it needs to come up 9 or better.
How is that possible?
You become ensorcelled and realize that Cooper is your best friend.
I have a +1 to wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
That should be that says saving throw adjustment on the sheet. And that is the OED rule as well. And I haven't been adding that in.
Ooh.
And that would give me 20.
Where are your other bonuses from?
My level is 6.
Yep.
Okay, the spells is nothing, right?
Yep,
The spells cap is 6. Dwarf gives me resist magic +4 for 10.
Yep.
Right? I have a ring of protection 1, which is 11, and the wisdom bonus makes it 12.
I agree with you that is specifically the way I've always rolled it is that wisdom for mind controlling magic, which this is.
Yeah.
So you managed to shrug it off.
Yes.
D&D rules, Lauren. Right there is what's just happened. Thank you,
Yeah,
DM.
I
Thank you,
have that one. I
DM,
just
for
have
your
these
consent. I just barely shake that one off. And I'm glad I didn't tell the die that I needed an 8.
Wow. That was really something.
Well, it's your turn. What do you do?
Jeez, Louise.
You.
Alice. I don't know.
Yeah, yours is
my
like different
sheet's completely
things.
different.
That's weird.
It's like looking here desperately for anything.
What do you do, Scotty? It's your turn.
Magic wand? That's bizarre.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you surrender?
I stabbed the shit out of that guy. I hear the magic words. I detect where it's coming from, and I try to stab the crap out of him with my eyes closed.
Still with your eyes closed. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. make me attack.
Yep, I'm going with that.
That's close.
Nothing.
There's a cloaked figure standing next to him. I'm just hoping I don't get hit.
Well, you're like casting a spell. Okay, so natural 1.
You miss wildly, and
Second attack.
Is he first level?
absolutely not.
That's all I got.
Oh, you don't get 2 attacks.
Nope.
Okay. Why did I get 5? Why did I get 5 attacks?
Sweep
Sweep gives you bonus attacks
against one hit die creatures only.
Oh, okay.
We're all fighters. We're all specialized
Right?
in a mass battle to go at first level guys.
You're like Andre the Giant. You're used to fighting large groups.
Excellent. I stab him again.
Okay, great.
And then after I swing, I'm going to close my
characters who are already as good as possible against.
Oh man,
terrible roll.
Now I might be making a bad decision, so choose for yourself. If the Medusa helmet can only be used once a day, then what I'm doing is totally inappropriate, right? But if it can be used multiple times, then I'm protecting myself. So consider whether I'm off base.
I'll leave my eyes open.
Well, everybody's even more apt to get hit by
Sorry.
Fireball 1 now. I guess I will run in invisibly and try to backstab him with a silver dagger.
So you cannot both run and take other actions.
You can't. Oh.
Yeah, the run becomes your action. You can do normal 30-foot move.
It's not going to get me all the way in, though, is it?
Where are you?
Oh, there still.
Yeah, I agree. It will not quite. You will not quite reach him.
I think you can run behind him and position yourself for next time.
Yeah, I guess we'll do that.
Or if you really want to fireball, we can pay better attention to you and back the hell out.
And my buddy doesn't have a weapon, so I tell him. I whisper, "You stay here," and then I run up behind him.
Okay, great.
So
go ahead and move wherever you want to go.
This can definitely run that far, so just be right there.
Okay, great. Our guest.
So how far away is he from me now? Is this
10, 20, 30, 40, about 50 feet. 45 feet, maybe.
Okay, well, I'm going to cast Charm Person on him.
Ooh,
Oh, okay.
nice.
Although I'm sure he needs to roll, 2+ in order to say that. But I'm hoping to have one of my spells.
Let's see, I gotta check to see if he gets a wisdom bonus, because that's important.
In this adventure.
Oh man!
I think my spells have done nothing so far, right? Have we done anything with the spell yet?
I charmed this one guy who doesn't have a weapon anymore.
Yeah. I mean, I charmed somebody, but Paul wouldn't let me have it for some reason. I mean, he just uncharmed himself.
Oh yeah, he just attacked me for no reason.
second save when you ask them to do something that is physically
But he also attacked Lauren after I charmed him.
He did do that.
He did. He didn't know who you hadn't given him any commands, so he didn't know what the fuck was going on. Okay. I need a 10. That's a 14. Shrugs it off.
Good try. Good try, team. Good try. I be the biggest threat to you, sir. I'm about to stab you right through your innards. I think you not have any way to stop me, frankly.
Oh man.
Oh, that's.
I be taunting you at this time, and I shall do again.
He steps back here, gets his back against a wall, and hurls a dagger at you.
That was
your AC is 2. I gotta.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he doesn't have anything else then.
That is just enough to
I think
hit
he's out of spells.
1 point of damage.
Wizards only throw daggers when they're very distressed.
Hey, Scotty.
What do you want?
Oh.
I mean,
I could just try to shoot him with a fireball if nobody's
you
there.
know what? I don't fucking mind that at this point.
Yeah.
I push him behind me.
Okay. All right. Okay. What are you doing?
I could run past him and down the stairs in case he tried. No, I'm hiding.
Yeah,
I'm hiding behind it. I'm hiding behind a drum.
Yeah, the remains of a drum. You can kind of get back here and hide a bit.
I want to shoot him with the fireball one.
Okay. He's very close to you.
Can I back up and shoot him?
Shoot it down the hall.
You can back up. And
Yeah.
You can back
I'll
up.
back up a little bit.
You can go your normal move.
Great.
But more importantly, shoot behind him.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So go back a little bit. Shoot behind him.
Okay, great. I will say you move far back enough. You can plunk it there, and it's just going to get him and Scotty.
Wait a second.
Roll 66 damage, please.
All right.
Oh, and mark a charge off of your.
Oh, I didn't actually roll for how many it had.
It's on the sheet. It'll tell you how many.
D6 plus 2.
I think that's what it was.
D6 plus 2.
Great. So I'll roll for how many we got first. Great. So there's
Good. That's good.
7. And then, all right, how many we rolling?
66.
All right. Can I steal some of those? I got 2, 4. Let's do 4 at a time. Okay. So we got 9, 12, 15, 19, 25.
25. Great. Scotty, you and I have to save,
Oh no.
or take 25, or half will be 12.
Sorry, should I not have done it with you close enough to get hit?
I think we all thought it was possible for you to shoot past him and get him and not me.
Oh.
It's a 20-foot radius. I think you hit the back wall here, it's going to get you.
Oh.
I assumed when you said you pushed him behind you, you were trying to take the brunt.
Nope.
Okay, well, this is how it goes.
Oh God. Did you make it?
I did.
Okay.
My save, and you don't get wisdom, so for this one.
Agreed.
Great. Okay. I gotta figure out my save. I need an 11. I need an 11.
So sorry.
Oh, he just misses it. He takes the full
Yep.
25.
Nice.
There's a huge explosion of fire, and he's badly burned. Oh! Erigas, what do you do?
I cast magic missile at him.
Okay.
Oh, that's good.
You.
Nice.
Okay, I was
Oh, yes.
excited. 10. So for 13.
13, and again saving for half here, still needing an 11. No. Okay. The secondary blast of magic pins him against the ground, and he drops it. Yes.
Ooh. That guy had a lot of hit points.
I'd like to run forward and stab him a whole bunch of times.
You
in
run
case
forward.
He is getting the benefit of a negative or critical or something.
Great. You hack him to pieces with
I
your
do
axe.
that. I only have a dagger at this point.
Oh, you stab him.
Yeah, it
shit
takes
him
a
repeatedly.
longer, a cringingly much
Wow.
longer amount of time.
Die.
Yes.
Ooh.
I'd
Great.
be hot and bothered.
Oh man.
I would sneak to go and recover our things we dropped, but I am a 1 point.
I mean, we got 5 drinks from the jug left.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna take 1 right now, just so I don't get caltropped.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems like a good
Yeah.
idea. Oh no.
Worst idea ever.
Mother. That was
Do you need
far not
another
the
one?
worst idea ever.
What's that?
You need another one?
I think so, right?
Yeah.
Mother. Don't use that die anymore.
Yeah, that one's cursed.
Somebody's been watering down the healing
roll,
potion.
Roll that harder.
Actually, give that to me because sometimes I sit in a badge. It's not too bad.
Wait, are you taking a drink too?
I drink.
I'm not.
No.
I'm not.
He was just testing
I was
to
testing
see
the
if
die. I was
it
testing the
was
die, yeah.
loaded.
So, like, what's the point of being a 6th level wizard?
What's the point?
Like, because I could have spent the same experience points and I could be a 5th level wizard. I'd have almost the exact same spells and I'd have one whole class, like a right? Because like Lauren is 5 and 5.
Yeah.
Yep.
I could be 5 and 5. My
you
6th level is
one
not
less
giving
spell.
me anything.
It's giving you an extra spell, I think, right? An extra level spell.
Oh, you do bring more spells than I do.
You've got 4-2-1, right?
Yeah.
I'm only 4-2-2,
That's not great.
right?
I mean, it's 30.
I think that's right.
That is correct. Yep. You have one extra third level spell.
So I guess why wouldn't I have? Like it's obviously it's a mistake, but why wouldn't I have multi-classed? Like, is there a point in ever being a pure wizard? Like, it seems to have no mechanical advantage.
No, I mean, I think the argument would be is that you're closer to a level 7 wizard, right? Like,
Yeah, it depends on the level split too, right? Because of the amount of XP we were at. Like you hit 5th level when she was still 4th, right? You got Fireball earlier in the grander scheme of a campaign game. But if you're talking about for this particular
For this, like, I'm sitting down for a one shot. There's no point in
for
playing
this
a wizard,
one shot.
right?
I agree. It's a multi-class probably would have been better than a straight wizard.
Huh.
You get 1 higher on your saves.
That has not turned out to be particularly relevant
Oh, no.
relative to say I could sneak or cleave. Right? I could just be cleaving. Like, I could be a 5/5. I could just be going in there wearing armor. Well, I guess I can't wear armor because I still can't cast an armor. No, Lauren's able to cast an armor.
Yeah, you could.
Leather armor.
I would let you cast in chain.
Huh. Well, it would be a shame if Aragast fell off a cliff. Or somebody else had to do it.
No, I've seen this happen before. Aragast is now invulnerable.
Yeah.
Wow.
Aragast will take great risks and somehow always come out unscathed.
should we quickly should we rummage his corpse?
Yeah, what has he
and
got?
We totally rubbed his corpse.
Quickly head back to
What's-
where we
what's
dropped.
his
I
deal?
agree with that.
I think we
I
do that
agree
as
with that.
quickly as possible
Right.
and safely as possible.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I asked my friend if there are any other guys in here on the 2nd level hanging out.
Wait, are there any more?
Are any of your previous coworkers still in here? Did they all die in this big fight?
The obscuring hat is broken, though I fear the cult is still quite strong.
Okay.
What did you call yourselves?
The obscuring hat. We were the Guild of the Obscuring Hat.
That's a strange name.
Indeed, or sometimes we called ourselves the Haberdashers.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
No, it's not.
Oh.
We preyed upon the roads, and
I mean, yeah,
and
I didn't think it was cool either. I wasn't impressed.
we were very successful and very capable bandit crew until Cooper demanded that we return to the old ways.
What are the old ways?
Sacrifice to the Avatar.
Do you know?
The dealings with vile things beneath the mountain.
Oh. So they're just bandits before? Huh.
We had an understanding with the town. Life was quite good. I don't know why he forced us into this life.
Wait, they had an understanding with the town?
When they were bandits, they were allowed to just do bandit stuff, it sounds like.
It's not very
I
good
bet
administration.
that the town guard, who seemed corrupt, just let a certain amount of banditry happen so that they could keep their funds coming.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Sounds like the cops.
What be your friend say what the understanding was?
What was the understanding? Did I nail it? The town guard just looked the other way so that they could get funding and let you guys do a certain amount of robbery?
Yes, indeed. Not just the town, but Gruber himself.
Oh, interesting.
ACAB.
Yeah.
I think that Cooper wanted to strike strongly against Gruber and in an obvious way to sever the relationship, and that is why he stole Aiden.
Interesting.
I mean,
Do you
he
know?
did not exactly leave one of our. I understand an emblem was left behind to signal who was responsible for the kidnapping. just to rub it in his nose.
Yeah, nobody really understood that, or at least they are pretending they didn't understand it.
I didn't understand it.
Yeah. Sorry, that didn't really work out very well. Whatever he was trying to get across there.
I hope it wasn't your idea.
Yeah. Do you know Constable Pike? Is he one of your guys?
I think so. I think he is. I think he is one of the watch that is in our pocket. Yes.
All right, that makes sense.
Did we show the amulet?
No, we buried it. Or did we show it?
I mean, so
they gave it to us.
They gave it.
So they'd seen it.
The valet gave it to us, right?
Yeah, you buried it in the woods.
Yeah, but
in a tree that only Aragast remembers.
Yeah,
but I think Gruber was there when they gave it to us.
Right. I mean,
so they all know that it was there.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah. But
Gruber himself is the one who handed it to you.
Okay.
Yeah,
well, that's
but they did not indicate to us that they knew anything about it.
Right.
They were like, "Wow, what a mystery!"
I understood. All right. So are we well enough? Did we get stuff off him?
Oh yeah.
You loot his body.
Yeah, loot it.
Excellent. You find on him, he is wearing leather armor, covered in black robes. This horrible,
we also remember
reptilian mask helmet thing.
Right.
Wait, can you not wear
he's carrying
armor?
a mace.
No, I can't wear any armor.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. It's just a penalty.
I thought that you could at least wear leather.
He has a pouch with two glass vials in it, one of which is empty. He has a key in his pocket.
Ooh,
got it.
Key.
So we take those things and we give
all of those things. You strip them down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's okay. We take the vial. We take the things that are useful. We take the mask. We take the mask. We take the vial. We take
the key.
The key.
Yep.
I'll take the leather armor.
You take his armor.
Yeah.
Very good.
Okay.
He's also wearing a ring.
Oh, take the ring.
Him.
Take that. Give the potion the key to Aragast. Sure. That's probably a potion of invisibility, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I bet.
Do you want to split up the things you're carrying so that you can move faster?
I don't think it really makes much of a difference.
Okay.
I mean, you're going to move slower probably because a lot of the stuff is heavy, but I don't think it matters that much.
Okay.
It's also tedious
He
to
is lying dead on the ground now, stripped down to his skivvies, still gripping his mace.
And we take the mace.
You take the mace.
I guess I'll carry the mace for the moment.
That's a good idea.
He's also wearing a necklace with a black heart-shaped pendant on it.
Another one of these.
I guess we take that. We can bury it later.
We're like squirrels. What do you carry? Why do you take the sword back from on loan? So because I'm at really low.
All right, and presumably we'll find your good sword.
Yeah, I'll also my bow out for now.
You want to hold a weapon you can use to parry with to get better AC?
Right now I have just no weapons at all, so I was planning on being in the back at this point.
Okay. I give you one of my silver daggers.
Okay.
I'm going to pull the group real quick here. We're currently at 2:30. We have a hard stop of 5 o'clock.
Okay.
We're here for the party. I'm hungry. I could use some food. I don't know if you want to take a break now if anybody else is hungry. Or I can, if everybody's like, no, screw it, push on, I can just go find
I propose, so our plan now is to go grab where we dropped our gear and get out. Am I right?
Let's ask. Does he know where the prince is?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We should.
I would hate to leave him by if he's just.
Yeah, because once we go back, he's not going to be charmed anymore.
Okay.
Although it sounds like he wants to go back to banditry, so we'll just let him go and hope that it sounds like he's not going to rejoin the cult when he's done.
Okay.
So we'll interrogate him, and then he can go back to being a bandit and not in the cult.
So, Paul, you tell us how long. So, I guess.
Do we know? Does he know where the prince is?
Last I heard, Cooper had taken him below.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah. Okay. So
We're going to continue going below.
Later.
Yeah.
Later.
Yeah.
Not now. So,
but he's still alive. Do you know when they're going to sacrifice him?
I don't. I thought it was supposed to happen last night, but because of the disruption, it got delayed, and then I heard he was taken below, and I've never been allowed down there.
Okay.
I never wanted to go down there, frankly.
That's fair.
Terrifying.
So I propose that our primary goal right this second is to regain our strength by getting our equipment back.
Yeah.
Right. Getting that and then getting out so we can heal and recover and detect magic stuff.
Yep.
If you think that we can do that in an appropriate time,
yeah.
We're going to do that right now.
Sure. You rush back down to where the original fight happened to scoop up your items.
Yep.
They were lying there in a pile.
We grab them.
You grab them. And you just about face and run back out.
I propose yes.
Yeah.
Agreed?
I agree.
Okay, great. And you retreat to the town.
We do that.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Good job.
And
Like I said, as we're leaving, I tell him that he's going to go back to normal, but he should become a bandit and not a cultist.
Okay. Well, that sounds
Don't
great.
rejoin the cult. It sounds like you don't want to.
I mean, there's little. No, yes, you're right.
Tell him he's got the leadership capabilities to start his own.
You could be your own. You could be in charge of the bandits.
Yeah.
You just got to get a couple guys and go to the outskirts of town and just go back to being a bandit.
All right, that sounds good.
She's great. She's great potential.
Yeah.
Just so we can discuss it while we're as players, can we detect magic before we wrap for the break?
Does somebody have that?
Not currently.
No, we'd have to wait for the next
I
day.
know.
Yeah.
So, no. Okay.
But I'm going to guess that the mask is magical.
That seems like a good guess.
So
That checks
I don't
out.
think the detect tells you how it works.
Wizardly
Yeah.
smarts are working again.
Uh-huh.
I'm beginning to feel like detect magic also is kind of a useless spell. I feel like the stuff that looks magical usually is.
Do we want to break for food? Is that what?
That's fine.
The way the energy is going.
I say
okay,
yes.
Great. All right. Well, we will call it there. Thank you, everybody, for joining us, and we may be back in a bit. But as I mentioned, hard stop at 5. So
great.
Great. Thanks,
I feel
everyone.
like